right. Nazi tag, all right?
All right, everybody. The Arty 84 show live here, episode 82 in the fine city of Revere. With, as always, Adam Huscock Mallet.
Hey.
And Eric Danger Powers.
Almost got 84 episodes.
Almost 84 episodes.
Oh my God, you're going to be gone for the 80. No,
I'll be married for the 84th
so
episode.
that'd be like
Numbers,
we have to have a celebration.
Isn't that ironic?
An 80,
Don't you think?
Well, allegedly married.
Allegedly.
Still could change.
Say
Plenty of time.
as
Susie's the one who bails.
as the very wise man
you.
once said, Kevin Garnett, anything is possible.
Got it.
I was talking about you, Susie.
Anything is possible. So, Sue, you got to tell us right now, are you up for a third place consolation prize?
That always sounds like that's going to go weird, that
It does.
question. It always
I know.
sounds like it's going to go strange.
You just have to say yes.
I said, give me a minute.
Are you okay?
So it's the second.
She's
place.
gonna give us. No. It's third place. She's gonna give us an answer if she's willing to participate in a third place consolation prize.
Okay. God, Jesus.
And on per Adam Mallet's request.
No, this is not on per my request. Stop putting this on me.
Well, you seemed a little pissy that we didn't have any consolation prize. For
it was a
second or
question.
third.
I just couldn't remember if our league was a winner keep all or 1, 2, 3. I
Yes.
just couldn't remember
Win a cape.
because it hasn't been put out since it started, so it's just been too long.
She's gonna actually search and see who's gonna win third place.
There's nobody.
How you gonna tell? I hope it's like.
What if it's herself?
Well, then we'll tune in and we'll see it live on episode 84.
All right.
Have you already decided what the third place prize is?
Yes, everyone has to participate in it, and we want
Love
to
that he can't say that word.
participate. And
That's
you,
all right.
you have
I
to
have-
agree to participate in the third place prize.
I can't say the word peculiar.
Peculiar?
I can't.
Peculiar.
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 Peculiar. Peculiar.
Peculiar.
Peculiar. I can't.
Particular is
Fuck.
stuff. Well, hey,
Say what I
particular.
said.
Is your mic on?
I can't say that word.
Oh,
Peculiar.
I think so.
Peculiar?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there you
Checked
go.
it.
Okay.
Checked it and brought it.
I thought so, yeah, but I wasn't sure if we could know.
Peculiar.
Sue, what are you saying?
I fucking can't say it.
A ball gone run it. What do you say? I don't know what she
Shore
says.
ants.
Peculiar.
She was saying some
Peculiar.
fucking ragtime talk last night. I had no idea what she was saying. It was like I was talking to an old hillbilly in the section of like Canterbury Lake Park where the mine train is.
Sounds very
Peculiar?
peculiar.
He's gotta try
God
to throw
damn
it
it!
at a time.
Damn, it's like that's your weakness. That's the mallet kryptonite.
If I slow it down, I get peculiar. There we go. I
so
can't
we have-
say it normal.
Particular is usually mine.
Particular.
I'm saying it very
Yeah.
particularly.
You're in third place. Are you willing to participate in a third place consolation prize? Yes or no? All you gotta do is give us an answer. The season is not over yet. There's still playoffs and Super Bowls. But are you willing to participate in a third place consolation prize?
He's not asking where you want to eat.
Yes. Yes or no?
I can see that's a tough decision. This isn't.
Sure.
Congratulations, Adam. You may. We agreed before you walked in the door that if whoever wins third place, you have to give him a hand job, and you just agreed you participate in a consolation.
I mean, why would you? I would just choose not to answer, Suze. You should have just said.
Fuck all three of
I
you.
had no. I know. I did not know.
I gave.
I didn't know.
I gave you a look.
I did not know that's what they were talking about. I'm not
You heard it here.
Lies.
You heard it here, folks.
100% swear to God.
In 3 weeks.
All three of you are uninvited.
I
So-
didn't do
oh,
anything. I swear
In
to
that
God.
case,
You see how stoned I am? I would never know.
I did advocate that I was like this was not my.
yes. Oh God, it's like a ferocious beast.
All right, I was just kidding. Settle down.
So we spent 20 minutes prior to the show watching one video. They went through the entire history of the NFL, which was dull but very educational.
Yes, it was.
And then we went to another video where we had to learn 20 minutes to learn how you score 1 point in football.
And every time he thought he was going to say it,
Yeah.
he didn't tell us.
Here's a teaser.
Kinda
Suze,
smart.
do you know how you score 1 point in football? Do you know?
Field goal.
There you go. Extra point.
Yeah.
No, it's not
No,
technically
no,
wrong.
okay, I said it wrong. Do you know how you have a 1 point score game at the end of the game? So for example, your team wins 6-1.
It's like almost impossible.
Or loses
But it is-
6 to 1,
It
I
is
should say.
possible.
Me and you have talked about this.
Well, I talked about this.
It probably was Mallet.
It was me.
I didn't
Well,
learn this until today.
No, you learned it when I said it, but he confirmed it.
I mean, you probably said it when I was in prison. Doesn't mean I learned it.
true.
Oh,
That's when I put it.
How?
um,
Here we go.
isn't it like a newer rule?
No.
Okay, then I don't know.
Okay.
It's closer to new, but not new.
Okay, you are the New Orleans Saints. You just scored a touchdown and you're kicking an extra point, right? You fuck up. Okay?
Are you going for 2-point conversion?
Turnover.
And then you get a turnover, then you
And they run it down.
back, and then they lose it.
Then they lose it.
gain in the end zone and get tackled.
Get tackled. Safety.
It's a 98-yard loss.
It's 1 point safety.
But I read another scenario where that could happen too. That's true, but I think and this is extremely unlikely. Okay, your team
We
is
should do it in Madden. Try it.
your
See if
team.
Madden
Oh God, the game would probably freeze.
we should try it because we could do that on purpose in Madden.
Okay, you're going for a 2-point conversion.
Okay.
Okay, you throw it into the end zone. Oh no, they go to run it into the end zone. They fumble on the goal line. Ball goes up, other team gets it, but then comes out, right, and then gets knocked back into their own goal during the 1-point conversion, recovering the fumble that was at the goal line but wasn't in.
I wonder if that touchback.
But I don't.
It's bizarre to me. Now, wouldn't that scenario happen in real life?
No.
No.
not.
So say you're going for a touchdown, you fumble,
Yeah.
the other team picks it up,
And that'll be safety.
they run. Yeah, I guess that would just be a regular safety.
Yeah, but this would be a safety during the.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are they talking really slow or am I just
You are.
You gonna go lefty or righty, Sue?
seriously I had no part in that.
It's actually Eric's.
Giving me a wink or something.
I didn't know.
It was Eric's idea.
They
He
didn't even talk to me.
I
engineered this.
advocated Sue's again. You can't blame me. So stop.
Eric
Don't lump me into your bullshit.
He engineered this entire thing.
I was in my phone stoned. Can you stop licking my ankles, Nola?
You should have known when I said I did not say that you should have known, Sue.
I just thought it was some kind of money thing that you
Yeah.
were just trying to, and you.
Well, it
I thought a real
was.
third place prize. I thought there was a third.
You know,
place
there was a
prize.
time about a decade ago that a man once paid for a hand job with chips from a casino.
You serious?
Oh, as serious as the day is long, my good man.
They do have cash value.
And I witnessed this firsthand.
Well, they do have
And
cash
her
value.
name happened to be Katie Holmes.
Oh, wow, that's pretty funny.
How ironic.
Don't you think?
Yes. So anything is possible, as the great
Yes.
Kevin Garnett said.
Peculiar, but
Peculiar.
God damn it.
So, in a world where we trade money for goods, services can also be traded for services. So, like fucking Indians bartering
Yeah.
Goods and services and services.
services.
God, I want to eat something. I can't eat.
We have pizza in the fridge.
I can't.
Oh, you can't eat. Oh, yeah.
They're the chewiest thing in the world.
I know.
There you go.
I forgot. I want some gum, too. Eric's,
Shit, my mouth's
Adam's recovering from a gum surgery.
Just a gum graft.
Now, you got the same surgery I got to cut the little things under your tongue so you can pronounce words properly, correct?
No, not on my tongue. No, they
Oh.
they,
That
they
redone again.
scraped.
Oh.
You have a problem with peas.
I didn't know you had
Did
that
have a
thing.
lisp when you were a
Peas?
kid. Were you like
Yes.
Like
My
Cindy Brady.
STs. I couldn't feel my STs.
He'll
Aw.
tell you a story.
I used to have like 9 pieces of skin under my tongue, and
Oh,
I had to
damn.
get zapped.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I don't know why Sue doesn't believe this
This
story.
is probably why you can't pronounce.
Is it a
any
fact
P
or an
words.
artifact?
I know you can't hear me, but
Yep.
I asked Ellen one time, and she asked me what the fuck I was talking about.
Can I hear her? Oh, yeah.
The funny thing is, I like to tell Susan crazy things to go back to my mother to say things too, and just sit there and relax. Or sit back, and watch it unfold.
Keeps things interesting.
Yeah, it does. Was it a fact or an artifact?
Boner. Bob Boner.
No, they had to. My gum liner was receding in the front, so they had to scrape tissue from the roof of my mouth,
Ah.
and then
So what are you gonna do about your
stitch
hair?
it
What are you
down
gonna do
at the
about your?
bottom.
What are you gonna do about your hairline? You're gonna
I was waiting for that.
About the
So.
top of it, just feel like you just like ate a pizza. Hot pizza
Actually,
or
the
something.
top of my mouth, it's bandaged up there, but it doesn't. It's fine. It doesn't feel like anything. It's just a
That
little
sounds
discomfort
painful.
down here at the bottom,
yeah.
but in the stitches.
And what was the
stuff,
reason
Is that
for
what you
this?
say to the
What?
ladies?
I just receding gum line.
Yeah, but what would have happened if you didn't get it done?
I would have lost the front tooth.
Ooh, well,
Is
that's
that
not
what you say to
good.
the ladies?
What?
Gonna feel a little discomfort.
Receding gum.
It's like a
line.
procedure. Listen, before we go through with this lady,
You're gonna feel a little
girls.
discomfort.
Yeah, you're gonna feel a little discomfort at the end of this, but you'll enjoy it.
As always, Alex Wallace is watching.
Alex on the text. Just call him that by now. At this point, he's like part of the show.
Yeah, he basically is. He doesn't miss an episode.
No.
Call him Alex on that.
Alex on the text.
Or it's either Alex Wallace or AKA Maddie.
This is like old Opie and Anthony show, and they used to be like they used to hit the
Yeah.
message board.
I think
But I'm grumpy.
Alex Wallace is coming to the wedding. We invited him over. I just have a stroke. Invited him over several times, and he said no every single time. I think he's afraid of being touched.
Well, doesn't he live out there? He was way out.
Yeah, he lives out there, like the middle of like near Fitchburg, I think.
Yeah.
Right? He'll tell us. It's
quite a journey.
Once he has it. Yeah. Maybe he knows the crazy flight attendant chick.
Maybe.
Maybe he's having sex with her.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe he just had a kid.
It's a small world. You never know.
It's a small world. There's a guy that I work with that graduated high school with my cousin's cousin.
Oh wow.
Put that on a T-shirt. Eric's head just.
Well, I was fucking focused on that.
Hey,
hockey.
Sue, remember we went to this game last year in March against Florida, and there was like 7 people there, and you had one of those disgusting hot dogs.
Watching this puck right now is amazing.
There's like nobody in that stands.
Is the puck moving in slow motion to you?
No, it's just like
Look at those empty
I
seats.
take my eyes off it. It's like my eyeballs will go. Oh, no, go with it.
We've lost powers. He's
We did. How do you feel about? So, are you upset about the Seattle hockey
I
team?
should have went to Quebec.
No, but it had to be a West team.
Put Quebec in the West.
Like,
But-
what?
What?
Yeah. Isn't,
Well,
isn't
rumor.
Quebec sort of? Isn't Quebec
No,
kind of
Quebec's.
east, right? Is it?
It's more east
In
than
line, more
They
in
could've
line with
moved the
Chicago.
team.
It's more in line with
Quebec.
Chicago.
Quebec's up north, due
but
north
in
of.
line,
They could've
like
moved-
with.
No, it's
if you
due
would've-
north of
They could
Boston.
have moved Detroit.
Oh, yeah, I
They
was
could've
there, duh.
Moved Detroit back
Yeah.
to the West.
Well, the rumor has it Ottawa's leaving and going to Quebec because Ottawa's attendance is like
Like
fucking shit.
my thing was breaking news. You know, NHL awards Seattle. It's first. The first franchise where. And then it said they already lost it to Quebec in 2027.
Well, basically what happens is it was either going to 3 cities: Houston, Portland, or Seattle.
One team in Texas is enough.
Yeah, and they figure Portland doesn't quite have the pull yet, so let's go with Seattle.
Seattle's all Vancouver. Vancouver.
Well, that's the rival they're trying to develop, I guess. It's going to
They could
be.
have done it in Portland. They could have got, you know.
Just stick them in
Could've, I
Canada.
guess.
Keep sticking them in Canada. They're born on skates over there. Might as well just keep sticking them in
Well, it'll
Canada.
be interesting. They've been pushing for a team for like 15 years now, Seattle. So, and they have an arena for
I
it.
love the Quebec.
I mean, it's a
Nordiques.
miserable, cold place, so why not?
The Quebec Nordiques left after the
Nordiques?
95-96 season. Oh no, one of the seasons, whatever. They left in their first year in Colorado. They won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, that's what happens.
You had a newcomer come in and stole the show.
Stole the show. That's all right. Yeah, I hear Ottawa's leaving, and it's probably going to go to Quebec City, which would make sense.
Again.
Yes. No one. I guess then it's it's nothing too fucking. I don't know. Ottawa's a tough town. I guess I don't know.
No, they had the team in the original, not original 6, but back in the day.
Yeah.
And then they left. Forget where they went. And they got an expansion. And they're gonna lose them again.
Expansion '95. That
It's like
team
the
was,
Jets went to
went to Atlanta.
Atlanta. No, did they? Atlanta was a team, wasn't it? Yeah. No, they came.
No,
from
actually,
Atlanta.
no.
The Jets went to the Phoenix Coyotes.
You're right. I'm thinking of the Flames. The Calgary Flames were
Calgary
originally
Flames,
Atlanta
the
Flames. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
Atlanta. Atlanta.
Thrashers became the
Thrashers
Jets.
Became the Jets.
Yeah. So Atlanta lost the team
Atlanta,
twice.
Yeah, Atlanta
Yeah.
Flames is now the Calgary Flames. Yeah, Atlanta
It
lost
should have
team
been the
twice.
Provincetown Flames, but I don't think they have
Hartford
the
should be. I think Hartford should get the next team.
Hartford.
Hartford, they should bring that Whalers back.
They should bring the Whalers back.
Move it out of Carolina. Move it back to Hartford.
I don't. I think. I think
Hartford
Florida.
is still popular. People. I mean, it's kind of like what's that word? Faddish now.
Well, I mean, there's 2 teams in Alberta. You get Edmonton and you get fucking
Vancouver. Okay.
no Calgary, which are literally 200 miles apart from each other in a province where like there's less population than
Those
Rhode
teams have been
Island.
there for so long, they'll never move 'em.
I guess so, but
Canada for
Oh,
you.
still
no, but like that just proves a point that you could have a low populated area and still have a team.
If it's in Canada.
Why don't you pull one of the New York teams out? Get rid of the fucking Jersey Devils and move it up to fucking Hartford.
But like all the players in the NHL are mostly Canadian anyway.
No,
so
that's true, but still, it's like ooh.
The guy with the beard, or hopefully it was the girl before.
I think it was
Yeah,
the
I
guy
think-
with the beard. Yeah.
Knowles.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. So what did we talk about last week?
Oh God! I was trying
we
to think
talked about,
that.
Eric-
We haven't had a show. Have we had a show since Thanksgiving? Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we had one last
That's
Wednesday.
right.
Remember, I took my weed nap. I was gonna come. I took my weed.
Yeah,
nap.
That's true. Yeah, you're like, I overslept him. Oh, he was being old.
Eric was
No, I
trying to.
took a weed nap.
But 1 hour to 2.
Two-
Yeah.
2 hour weed.
Alex Wallace lives in Ethel, past Fitchburg, apparently.
Ethel.
Seattle's arena is a shithole. Why the Sonics left? He says. Yeah, well, they want to build him a new. Jesus Christmas trees.
Don't eat the.
Hey, don't eat the battery.
I was like frozen in fear.
I know.
Yeah, they didn't want to build him a new stadium. That's why.
I was
Yeah.
like trying to kick him and piss him off or something.
But at any point in time, Seattle could be a four-sport team.
Could. It has the
You know?
potential.
Has
You
potential.
know.
Sometimes you get the potential. I was trying to think today of all the cities if I seen the Boston play in every single city, and the only one I've seen Boston play all the sports teams in the same city is New Orleans. I've seen the Celtics play down there, and I've seen the Patriots play down there. And I'm
Too.
you didn't see the Celtics though, did you?
Oh,
No.
I seen the Hornets. I mean
The Hornets,
the Pelicans play.
the Carolina. I'm trying to think of any other.
As they play Boston.
Is there any other city that I've seen all four major sports or all the cities' maximum sports? I can't think of anything.
That's kind of cool.
I guess so.
Not even in New York.
No,
There's
'cause
a lot
I've
of
never
them,
been
but
to a
it's closer.
Rangers or an Islands game.
Yeah,
I've never
I'm
been
not-
to a Nets or Knicks game.
I've never been to a professional hockey game.
Never been to I've been to a Giants and Jets game, and I've been to a Mets and a Yankees game, but I've never been to a hockey or a basketball game in the fine state of New York, if you want to call it that.
I've been in Madison Square Garden for Metallica.
Ah, Mad.
Just like I've been in Yankee Stadium for Metallica.
Do you know the original name of the old Boston Garden was the Madison Square Garden? Yes.
So, what is your take on this whole Kareem Hunt thing?
The crane?
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt.
Hunt.
Like the fucking ketchup guy.
Yes.
He made that girl's face look like ketchup.
Well, he's got to get a tap over. Still, I mean, you're a professional athlete. You should know better.
Yeah,
than
I
to
mean,
do anything.
Here's the thing. I think he would have been fine if it wasn't for that last little boot.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of like a little bit of cherry on the.
He was.
Even a boot, it was kind of like get away
Yeah.
from me. Get
No,
out.
but he was like looking at like maybe a 2-game suspension
Yeah.
to getting kicked out of the league temporarily.
He just kind of like it's not
Yeah.
domestic violence.
I told you it's assault. It's
Well, they
not
didn't have
domestic
they weren't
violence.
domestic.
But my thing is this: like, yeah, I bet you they kind of knew there was a possibility of a tape coming up. But seeing is believing. I bet
Yeah.
it was like, listen, yeah, okay, we're gonna let this slide for now. But listen, if that tape comes out and goes public, we have to.
Oh yeah,
because
trust
it
me.
just looks.
Everyone knew.
Yeah.
Everyone knew.
And TMZ's kind of sleazy in all this too. Because think about it: do you really believe for a second they just recently got that tape,
No.
or were they holding on to it and waiting for an opportunistic time to release that tape?
It is too. You guys should check
Yeah.
them all for sports betting and stuff too. I would.
What's
Yeah.
that? What?
I would check them for anyone who released that tape. They know once they've released it, the guy was gone.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
we
Yeah.
Their chances of
Well,
winning the Super Bowl.
Here's the thing too, Ian. If that girl decided she was supposed to get a settlement, and she never got the settlement, say Kareem Hunt was supposed to write her a check for like $1 million
No,
or
he doesn't
something.
have to, right?
Huh?
No, he doesn't have
No,
to.
he doesn't have to. But say he didn't, then all of a sudden she had available. Her lawyer had the tape, and her lawyer gives it to TMZ. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because she needs some kind of evidence. So her.
He was spitting in his face and calling the
But-
N-word.
and
I
it-
mean,
and
Jesus.
Well, I mean,
That's
I
all
can
that
understand why he was upset. I mean,
Anytime there's violence,
last
though,
time
it
that
should
happened to
be-
me, I got a little angry too. So,
But things like that should be held on to. Anytime there's
hey.
violence against a male
Jesus.
or female, it doesn't matter. And it's a tape. It should be released immediately, not held for personal.
well, why
gain or
didn't he get
opportunistic.
any charges pressed against him?
They supposedly, like I said, the charges wanted to get pressed, but it never happened. It was squashed for unknown
The
reasons.
charges wanted to get pressed, but
Charges
they moved,
wanted to
but
get
they moved
pressed.
to LA instead. That's Susie's favorite team, the Chargers, because she likes using that plastic
The
device.
charges annoy me.
Charge.
I feel like Philip Rivers gets in his own way. He gets
Phillip
too
Rivers-
hopped up, and then he starts making
All
mistakes.
hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Exactly, that's what it looks like.
Chargers would have been better off they had Drew Brees.
Yeah,
Shame on them.
yeah.
They probably-
they're fine.
You know
They're
what? The Chargers probably would have won a couple Super Bowls if they had Drew Brees.
They're a fine team. It's just that he just gets in his own way.
What? They had Antonio Gates. They had Nathaniel Tomlinson. Tomlinson. What was his name? LT.
Yes,
The Chargers had a good team.
they're a decent team. They're not bad. They could have been better. But you're right.
Yeah.
but they're not
Maybe if Philip Rivers stops going to church 7 days a week, and maybe spend some time on the practice field.
bad. I wonder if he is banging. What's his name? Oh God, Kirk Cousins.
You think he's having sex with Kirk Cousins?
Yes, they're both really religious men,
Maybe.
which is kind of
Doesn't
creepy.
he have
You know.
7 kids?
Yes.
Yeah, he's had 9. She's
How-
has 9.
What kind of holy hell it is of this backup quarterback has to drive fucking an hour and a half of them every single day each way and look at fucking tape and have a conversation with that guy? What kind of holy hell is that?
Who? Which one? Philip Rivers?
Yes.
He's the one who has 9 kids now.
You heard the
But
story
Kirk
about how
Cousins
he
is really
lives.
good.
He still lives in San Diego, and every day to practice, he drives up with his backup quarterback.
That's very sweet.
And they watch video in the back of a limo to practice and from practice.
Watching
every
video, huh?
day. Sounds
Watching
like
video.
sounds like a Brokeback Mountain
Well,
situation.
really
maybe they watch 2 hours of video anyway. They knock it out in the ride.
Maybe they get.
That's what they do anyway, so they have to do it when they get to work.
Yeah, but he made the backup
It's like doing your
quarterback.
homework on the way to school.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's what it's like.
I guess
Dad,
so.
stop his life for a little. I'm
Yeah.
done my algebra.
And can I just say I am now a temporary Redskins fan because it's like Alex Smith breaks his leg, Colt McCoy breaks his leg. Now Sanchez.
Foster breaks her face.
Anytime I see
Sanchez is their fucking quarterback.
when I see
Dude, did you see my tweet last night? I'm like, Mark Sanchez is the NFL's
I did
comic
see
relief.
that. He is.
every
Oh,
time I see Mark Sanchez, I get a little bit of movement inside because it
Why?
means bad things could possibly still
reminds me
happen.
of Johnny Damon.
It does look like Johnny Damon a little
It
bit.
reminds me of Johnny Damon.
Do you remember that when he first became the quarterback?
It's
That
really-
that picture circulated of him some attic bedroom with fucking little helmets and stuff.
No.
Some girl he banged some girl and they took a picture of his fucking bedroom.
No, I gotta look that
Mark
up.
Sanchez, right?
Yeah, he was living in a
Rookie,
fucking
his rookie year.
yeah. He was living in his mom's house or something like that. I would still live in my mom's house if I were a professional football player.
It's probably safer that way.
Mark Sanchez is like that movie quarterback in a comedy. That's what.
Yeah.
Thinking of all his his stats and stuff, just thinking watching him play, you just he's like.
Wouldn't it be funny if
He
he was
wasn't he going on with what's her face?
He was somebody,
Tony
yeah.
Parker's ex-wife there.
Oh yeah, I can see.
Oh, yeah,
He
Eve-
broke up with him after he lost.
Eva
'cause he cried.
Longoria?
Yeah, Eva Longoria.
Oh no.
Lagoria?
And he-
Wouldn't it be funny if he was doing this all on purpose? Like he decided that, hey, listen, I'm not going to be Tom Brady. Let me
It's
just
gonna be just the laugh.
let me just
comic
milk
relief.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, make low millions of dollars and I won't get injured.
I
And
wouldn't be
just
sad-
hang out.
dude. If
Why not?
he's got the life.
Yeah.
Well, McCown, and what the
Colt
fuck his
McCoy.
name is. No, who's the guy that was on the Pats play a couple weeks ago on the Jets? McCown?
AJ
Yeah.
McCown.
Yeah,
McCown.
this guy's 19 years in the league. 19 years. He was drafted the same year as fucking Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And this guy's been a professional backup quarterback ever since.
Yeah.
Yes, he doesn't have the Tom Brady supermodel wife or the Tom Brady salary or the Super Bowl rings of Tom Brady, but he's had the benefit to play on very, very shitty teams in his entire career and stay consistent.
He's still a millionaire.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, hey, listen.
Dude, nothing says subpar or I've just settled in life than a backup quarterback on a fucking shitty ass team.
That's right.
I wouldn't
For
give.
19 years.
And know what's even sucky if you're like
Just
that.
saying I don't care.
I get to
Yeah.
Give me the millions. That's literally getting paid to do nothing.
You're Scott Zolak in the early 90s.
Pretty much, your job is playing catch every
Yeah.
week. Pretty
you
much.
you
yeah.
literally that's like being content with exactly. There's nothing more content about being a backup quarterback on a shitty team.
Yeah.
And then you get to the point. Remember when you're young and you're I want to get in. And you get to the point
Backup,
5 years
even
in.
Backup, you might get in.
Yeah, 5 years in, you're like, I hope I don't get fucking in.
Yeah.
Like you know how much fucking pissed Castle was when fucking he's sitting there on the sideline and Tommy goes down.
Probably.
And he's like, oh fuck, I gotta go in.
Well, no, because you're still at that age where probably you wanted to go
Maybe,
in.
yeah,
but
yeah.
when you reach mid late 30s, if you're a backup, you don't want to
You
go
think
in.
Mark
probably.
Sanchez was banking on the rest of his career? He would never have to play another snap again.
I would not put it past it.
He's
I
sitting there
probably
and
was like,
Like Vinny Testaverde only getting thrown in there. Just
oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, really? I gotta go in there?
I just like playing catch every week.
Do you know what I like about Tom Brady last week, though? He hit his 1,000 yards, right?
That was
So
funny.
they showed Barry Sanders making fun of him. He's like, wow, that's almost like 50 yards a year.
How many does Cam Newton have? Yeah, I would love
probably
to
a
compare
lot.
that to Tom Brady.
But did you notice when Tom was taking the knee at the end of the game,
went
he was
forward,
he was
yeah.
moving forward, so he didn't get a little negative
Like,
yard.
it was someone's like, what people? He goes, why are they celebrating 3.5 yards a carry? I'm like, buddy, it's a joke. Just run with it.
Yes.
No, people are stupid.
It's a joke. People are joking. He's even joking. He was on the ground.
Yeah,
I think he's lost 500 yards kneeling over his career. I was reading. Because you lose a yard. every
sucking
time.
dick.
Sucking dick.
I didn't know
I
you
just
lose
lost to me
yards.
because of that.
Yeah, I did.
And
Fucker.
suck a dick.
And not
Yeah, you lose a yard to kneel.
Maybe.
When you kneel.
sucking. That was in church.
Suck dick in church?
Who doesn't? Aren't you Catholic?
No.
Come on, man.
I was raised with a good religion.
Remember that,
Protestant.
Oh, really?
Breeze through that long pass. Got the
Yeah.
first down. You were beating me by one.
I had movement.
And I'm like, oh, hey, he's going to kneel down
Then he
twice.
fucking-
You're gonna
yeah.
lose.
He kneels
Kneel
down.
twice. He lost.
Yep.
That would send me in a fucking rage.
So
One
did
thing to
you,
get
did you see
wiped
the
out.
funny statistic today that came up? If the Chargers, Patriots, and Texans all went out, do you know the Texans get the 1 seed?
Wow, they beat Houston.
True, but NFL rules say if there's a 3-way tie and all 3 teams do not play each other, then it goes down to a different rule, which I'm not sure what it is, but it puts the Patriots into the 2nd seed.
That doesn't help because you're not explaining the rule. I want to know this rule.
It has something to do. Okay, so first of all, if you
What
have
if
3,
Kansas City loses again and they all have the same record?
Yeah, it has to be. No, yeah, that's fine. 'Cause it has to be
well, then
free,
different
you said.
story.
Yeah.
Because
No, this has to be Texans, Chargers, and Patriots all winning out, all having the same record, all being essentially the first place team. It goes into first, second, third category, and the reason has something to do with if all 3 teams don't play each other, and there's not a head-to-head for a record, so they can't take that one. It has to do if you're It's not your division because the division gets thrown out because the Patriots would have got that. It has to do with like points scored or 2 years, something like that.
So long story short, you're saying because the Chargers haven't played the Patriots, the Chargers have even though the Patriots have played the Texans.
Yes.
The Chargers, there's somebody the Chargers hasn't played to make that fair. Is what you're saying.
With the New England Patriots.
Yes. Oh, so they do. They have played the Texans. That's right. Yeah.
They played the Texans. Patriots and Texans played, but the Chargers and the Patriots didn't play.
Okay, so that makes it
And
unfair.
I don't think the
and that's
Texans
why.
and the Chargers played.
So
Okay.
as of right now, it could happen.
Anything
Say
is
whatever.
possible. But statistically, if the Patriots do end up with the second seed in that scenario, it actually works out the best for them. Because that puts, would you rather play in fucking Houston in the AFC Championship or Kansas City?
He's undefeated in that building
Yeah.
in the playoffs.
Who is?
Brady.
Oh, and yeah, I know. Yeah, so. And it makes it very humorous because, then the scenario is if KC wins all the way out and even the Patriots get the second seed,
Yeah.
there's a good chance that Kansas City's going to blow it in the second round. And
Yes.
the Patriots will just take over that first
Oh yeah, the
seed.
Kansas City's gonna blow it.
Yeah, typically it happens. I
Yeah,
mean,
it always does. Like clockwork.
Andy Reid doesn't know how to work a clock, if
No.
you know. He doesn't know how to work a clock.
No, he doesn't.
He looks like Ben Franklin, but he doesn't know how
They
to
don't
work
have to
a
worry
clock.
about that anyway. They might lose a game. All they have to do is them lose one, and that's it.
Yeah.
Patriots
Well-
have it, and if they win out.
Well,
They-
if you got to make sure Houston or Chargers
They
don't win
beat-
out.
But then you said when 4 teams, it's
If the Chargers don't win out, and say the Patriots and Texans win out,
Patriots. Yeah.
I think the Chargers
Because
have
we
to play
beat the
Chiefs.
we beat the Texans.
I think the Chargers have the Chiefs left.
they do.
God.
No,
my brain's
Pittsburgh.
about to
they just
break.
played Pittsburgh.
No, the Kansas City has who the fuck is KC playing? KC's not.
Is that the Rams? No. Well, no.
I know they get Seattle in Seattle.
What are we talking about? The
Oh no, the
schedule?
KC does have the.
They have got to play because they play.
Yeah, no,
Kansas
they
City
do.
twice.
But no. So the scenario is it doesn't necessarily mean a win out. It means ending of the same record.
Yeah.
At that point, and Kansas City would have
They
to
gotta
lose
play each
two.
other again. They're in the same league.
It's very bizarre. I know it's kind of erotic if
I
I
like
was
it.
even talking
Yeah, it's
about it.
unlikely to happen, but it's interesting.
So one
But-
of them's gonna have to lose.
Yes.
And if Kansas City loses, then the Patriots beat 2 out of the 3.
And-
they should get it.
And it actually could be very funny that Kansas City and the Chargers end up with a better record than the Patriots. But because you can't have two teams win a division, one of those teams, either the Chargers or KC, will end up in the 5 seed,
Okay.
even though they have a better record than the Patriots.
Oh yeah. That's happened before.
Anything is
There's been
possible.
wild cards.
Yeah. Do you remember when
This
this?
wild card last year, I think last year, the year before, the wild card had a like a 7 and
Well, the Saints won the
a
division
12
one
and
year,
something record
7
when
and
the-
9.
yeah. It
And-
was
but the wild card team was like 10 and 5.
yeah. It was, no, even better. There was
Yeah.
one that was like they were like 12 and 4. They were like seriously 12. The one was 12 and 4, and the 9 and 7 division winner in another
Yeah,
league.
which is,
Yeah.
but that's what
So
you
they
get.
had
For,
to play the 9 and 7 as a fucking road guy because
that makes
they
you
won
want
the
to.
division at 9 and 7, where like,
Okay, I get what you're
Pittsburgh got
saying.
in. At
Yeah,
12
it just
and
makes you
4.
have to win your division. Makes that much important.
Patriots have no chance though, because the thing is this: you have these teams, right? You have this upper tier,
No
okay?
chance?
No chance to what?
That win get to the Super Bowl, none.
Are you kidding me?
The Patriots have no chance.
You're
'Cause
giving the Patriots a 0 chance to make it to
They're
the
not
Super
gonna
Bowl?
get to the
Sunday.
Super Bowl,
You know,
man.
this is where they.
You're being delusional New
Prime.
England fans. It's
No,
not going to
It
happen.
happens every
How?
year. This
It's
is where
not
they go. They,
okay. The way that it's mapped out this year, the offense
They
is
undefeated
like
in December.
no.
Yeah.
You have
16 years. Braves
Yeah.
sprays on the helm. They're
things
undefeated.
are going to change. I mean, things
know
can't
it's
be the
gonna
same
change,
forever.
but I'm just saying.
Did you see the garbage they have to
If they're
play?
undefeated, they're
Yes. No. No. But we're talking about playoffs here. Okay. But look at these teams. Okay. You have this upper. First, I call it the upper tier: Kansas City, the Rams, the Saints. That's tier 1. Tier 2, I would consider.
Wait, you're putting Kansas City in that category?
Because of their record, I have to.
Yeah,
and
but
because
you can't anymore.
But Mahomes has been on a tear. He's not Alex Smith anymore. Okay.
Yeah, but you gotta.
Like, I have to.
You got to dig deeper though.
But their points scored is ridiculous, so they have to be in there. They're probably going to go out first round.
All right,
but
Mr.
I have
Stats.
to put them in that tier.
Did you see the record of the Patriots, Chargers, and Texans and Kansas City against teams and what their records are?
Yes.
The Patriots are the
I know.
only team
I
to
know.
have a better record against teams that are in the playoffs.
I look at their weapons, and it's just
Teams.
not. It's not. Especially with the Rams and Saints. I mean, the Saints have always had a comparable defense.
No, but but the Saints aren't even in our conference.
no, but we're talking about
You're
like
saying you're saying
Super
go,
Bowl win.
No, but you said go to the Super Bowl. You didn't say Super Bowl win.
Okay, we'll say
You said go to the Super Bowl. That's
Yeah.
a whole different ballpark.
Okay.
Because the NFC by far is a lot stronger this year. So
Yeah.
that's not guaranteed the Patriots.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But
Let me rephrase.
it's
It's a Super Bowl win.
It's a guarantee, and I'll mark myself right now. The Patriots go to the AFC Championship, and there's nothing stopping them.
yeah. Okay, I go a 75% chance. You're right.
They're going to go for the
Yeah.
AFC Championship for the 10th consecutive year.
I'll give you it. Yeah.
Because
Super
what
Bowl
team-
win. No. Super Bowl
There's
win,
no team in the second round that's going to stop the Patriots because they're going to play. They're going to
You're
play
right.
Kansas City.
You're right.
They're going to play the Texans, or they're going to play San Diego.
But you know what's interesting, with the exception of the Texans, but like everybody that Bill Belichick has been involved with has beaten him. Already notice that? Like the Detroit,
once in
and-
regular season.
Yeah.
no, twice this year. Detroit, even though it wasn't a coach.
No,
and
but
the
that
Titans.
coach
But-
only gets one. In the history of Bill
Yeah, I know.
Belichick, the coach has only got one. And if the Texans, I mean,
They think they can never beat him. It's never happened, but I think it's funny this year.
I still think
you have Detroit and you have the Titans that beat Belichick.
I still think the week 3 was a gift to
oh yeah,
which is to Patricia, so he didn't
Jacksonville?
get fired because
Oh,
he would have been
Patricia.
0-3 going into that game.
They did play very, very bad.
Yeah.
Not saying they threw it, but that
No,
is like,
I think that was a here you go. Let's not get this guy fired because they probably would have fired him.
no, Belichick's not going to forfeit a game.
I don't say he's going to forfeit a game. I say he just doesn't put his best playbook forward.
I don't think he would.
You know, I think he kind of. And you got to remember, both teams.
I'm
Both,
not saying,
I think
I'm
he
not saying
underestimated.
blew it, but he'll Ivan Drago did.
Yes,
And-
He dies.
Yes.
you got to remember the both
If we
both
lose, we lose.
both those teams he lost to, Vabro and fucking Patricia,
Yeah.
defensive guys
yeah.
who know the defensive scheme a lot better than probably Belichick
the-
knows. So you got to take that in consideration. Because who's the other loss they lost to? They lost to. Oh, fuck. How could I forget?
Their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I love that.
You know, one game I want to black out of my life.
Yeah.
Then I was kind of blacked out
Like
after.
I was impressed with that team. Now the guys on the bench,
Yeah.
they got 4 wins.
But
that team looked badass. It was like
I was like, all right, this team's good.
that team blew their load.
Go there, like right now. Like I wish we could just go and be like, remember, go right to those seats.
We should want to
and
go.
be like, remember,
I'm
us?
sure we could go there. I mean, I'm
Like,
sure
go
they're
get a
giving
ticket.
tickets away like Tampa Bay is.
Be like, and because you know those frat boys.
Oh, those frat boys are already rooting for fucking Atlanta right now.
You know those with Daddy a point. Like,
Oh, yeah.
You know those with Daddy season tickets.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna go there. and They happen to be there. Be like, you got something to say now?
Oh, they won't be there because they're not taking those tickets. And it's funny because that game too was like it was their first home game of the season. It was their rematch against the AFC Championship.
Still, I wonder if they're still yelling Duval.
They're like a
fuck
guy.
them.
Season over.
They're like a guy who has an opportunity to bang like a fucking porn star for 16 hours straight, right? And then in the first hour he blows his load, and there's no recharge.
No,
That's
no
it.
recharge.
Yeah.
You know, you're done.
Come once.
No,
You,
but,
have, you have 24 hours.
Make it last.
You once you come, you're done.
Done.
Saints,
Free
Rams,
puffs.
and Chiefs.
As soon as he fucking inserted it in, as soon as he broke the plane, he was done.
I'm not going to dismiss the Chiefs because all their losses were within one score.
That's like telling a hooker after you buy it for an hour and a half, like, hey, listen, I know I'm done in 10 minutes, but you mind if I give me a recharge in 20?
That's what it is. It's an hour or a.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Chiefs lost to the Patriots, like a score.
Yeah.
They lost to the Rams, a score. Like they've always been close with their losses. You know what I mean? The Chiefs have been rolling with offense.
I just don't believe any team coached by Andy Reid.
I know, I believe that too, but I feel like this year it's like that lightning in a bottle kind of thing. I feel like this year might be different.
Just
But
like-
the Rams are really scary.
Rams are good.
They're scary.
But remember what happened when the
What's
Rams? Do you remember when the Rams were good in 2001 there, Adam?
Yeah.
And they were the greatest show on turf. Do you remember what
They call
happened?
This one the greatest show on turf
But
too.
you keep reflecting on years
Oh,
prior. This is now.
Yeah,
Like-
but you remember what happened when they were the best team in football.
Yeah, they lost. They got
They
stumped
choked.
by different coach, different team.
The only time, but it's the mentality of the team that has no fans, of a half-empty building in the middle of L.A.
But they have fair weather fans.
But the good thing about that team is even though only half the people show up to a Rams game, the Chargers only have half the amount of people of the Rams game to show up to that game.
They're brutal right now. They're taking it hard.
They are actually considering moving the Chargers out of L.A. and not even allow them to stay there because of the fact their attendance is so low. They're like the number 4 to the bottom attendance.
I don't know. Remember I
with the
sent you.
Because why would you move 2 teams into the city in the same year? That makes no fucking sense.
Well, remember I sent you that thing group text about the Buccaneers giving free tickets away.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It's
under
like,
40,000.
there's certain areas where you should sit back and realize and be like, listen, I think for most major sports, 1 team in a city is enough.
I agree.
The only the exception I see is in baseball, where there's a National League and American League. But in about 15 years or less, probably more like 5, when they get rid of the
Football,
DH,
too, when you could do an AFC,
you can,
NFC
yeah.
too. Like
Yeah,
that-
I guess
that
football does
works.
make sense, but
Not hockey, not basketball.
But the
Clippers and
difference-
Lakers.
But the difference between you don't need basketball, you don't need hockey. But the difference between the Giants and the Jets and the Rams and the Chargers is very simple. The Jets were an AFC team that was there for 60 years. The Giants were an NFC team that were there for 100 years.
Yeah.
Both had different fan bases on different boroughs. These are 2 teams that came from other cities. Even though the Rams technically were there a long time ago, they had been moved so far along that they have moved back. And then you have the Chargers who came from a different city. to go and play in the
Too
same
far
stadium.
away.
Yeah, it was
Either.
literally an hour away.
got-
I think if 20 years down the line, if LA wanted another team, I could see it.
Yeah.
And the difference, it's the same thing for Oakland and San Francisco. We just watched that thing. The 49ers are around for like fucking 70 years.
Yeah.
And Oakland was part of the AFC. They came from different leagues, essentially.
AFL, NFL, yeah. Was
So,
it, right?
AFL and NFL, yeah.
I got a question. What do you think the difference in attendance is averagely between? Because it was like Buccaneers under 40,000 free tickets. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's what Fenway Park kind of is. What do you think the average attendance is between baseball and football?
Football is an average of 65 plus. Baseball is
like-
closer to 23-ish.
I thought so.
Probably.
That's crazy.
That's why they built the baseball stadium small. That's why Pittsburgh
Yeah.
Stadium is like one of the smallest stadiums and one of the newest stadiums.
I knew it was small. I was just curious
Yeah,
what the
it's-
difference is.
Well, you got to
Yeah.
figure there's a lot more games.
Yes.
And they don't black out baseball games when no one shows up. Football does, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
So you have to give tickets away because if you don't have heads inside the stadium, they're not going to.
Looks bad.
Yeah,
it
like
looks
the
really
Raiders, they blacked up the entire upper deck of their stadium so they can bring their, seat level down. But
They didn't for that Jaguars game. They had everybody. Everyone was in
which
full
is
attendance.
funny because typically when you went to a Jaguars
Yeah.
game, that upper deck is completely blacked out.
Yeah. it
That was one of
a-
the few times that stadium actually allowed because usually they have that many people for the University of Florida game.
Well, I guess we could all say we were at their Super Bowl.
We were at the Super
We were
Bowl.
at their Super Bowl.
We were
this
at the
year.
greatest game ever played in the Jacksonville Jaguars history.
Season.
Yeah, of any season of any game, that was
That
the greatest
one. We
game
were
ever
there.
played at that fucking stadium, and we were there to remember.
We were
that.
there to witness it. Their Super Bowl.
What I think I actually said to
Duval.
some of these people, I go, enjoy it now because come December, January, it ain't gonna be this way.
They destroyed themselves. They got in their own way. They really
That game
did.
is like that loser from Saturday Night Live, who was dating Adriana Grande. Like he peaked. Like he dated. He got a girlfriend that was hot, and then like he was like that kid that never has a girlfriend and got a girlfriend that was half decent, and all of a sudden said "I love you" on the first date.
Yeah.
Kind of shit.
I don't
you
know
know.
why. He's never done nothing wrong to me. He doesn't.
No, he does. He looks like Jr.
Just want to punch.
He looks like
Does look like JR.
he looks like he looks
With
like
more hair. He's JR with more hair.
It's like if JR
Yes.
had a baby with some fucking ugly broad.
He looks like
That's what-
Jr. with like his liver failing too, because he has a little yellowish to
And
his
he's
skin
got
too.
like some weird puffy
Exactly.
thing
Yeah.
in one of his eyes.
I
and,
think
like,
every time I look
kinda
at him,
have
I'm like,
that,
oh, look at this
actually.
poor kid. He's dying.
He looks
I'm
like
oh,
he's
shit,
dead.
it's Pete Holmes.
He looks like he's a
Pete David- sorry, Pete Holmes.
David. Yeah,
No,
Pete
not
Holmes.
Pete Holmes. I'm sorry, Pete Holmes. Pete Holmes. I
He
love
looks like
Pete
he's a
Holmes.
Make a Wish kid.
Pete
You know what I
Holmes is
mean?
Cool. He does.
When I was little, my one of my buddies, I was in 5th grade. He had a brother who had like leukemia or something like that.
Apologize
Liver.
to Pete Holmes like he's listening.
Yeah, maybe you never know. And like this poor kid died when we were like in 5th grade because his liver failed, right? But he had the
In
yellow.
5th grade?
Well, yeah, it was his little brother. His little brother
Oh
was in
shit,
3rd
that's
grade.
too
yeah.
young. That's
Yeah, it was
too
a Make-A-Wish
young.
kid.
That's way too young.
And then he died. His liver failed, and all that
Yeah.
bad stuff.
And all about that. Yeah,
that's like Pete Davidson.
Ugh.
He looks like him. He looks like he needs a liver transplant.
Jaundice,
You
you
can
mean?
take the mic. It's wireless.
He's jaundiced. He's jaundiced.
Jaundice. Yeah, a little jaundice. Some guy once said that to me. He's like, "You're a little jaundicey today."
Believe me, speaking from experience, it's not good when you notice that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you see
Yeah.
that, you need to, if you notice that in yourself, or if you notice that in yourself, or I
Yeah.
say, Artie, you look a little jaundicey, get the fuck to the emergency room. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Please do.
What's going on? I see Susie's yelling.
Scared Nola because Nola's scared of the umbrellas.
Oh yes, she's.
And I was watching Noah while he was shaking the
And he stole your food. Tommy stole the food.
Yeah.
Typical Tommy move.
Tommy, I can't.
I think Tommy is the stupidest dog on the planet until he pulls stuff off like that.
He got that big piece of fucking turkey last on
Yeah,
that
those-
Friendsgiving.
Those meds did nothing.
There's a
to
few things that
food
Tommy
conquered
can't.
all.
Actually, most things Tommy can't do. He doesn't listen to commands. He doesn't like. They can't do tricks. He doesn't sleep late. He doesn't do any of it. But there's one thing he does do exceptionally, and it's figure out ways to get food.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he can do. If he used half the knowledge he has to attempt to get food, the kid would be the kid. He's a fucking
Wait,
dog.
I
The
can
dog
think-
would be a dog.
I can think of two things he could do Nola can't, though.
What's
He
that?
can get his collar off by himself,
That's true.
and he can hop the gate.
He can hop the gate.
Yeah.
Nola actually takes his collar off.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
Really?
sexy.
It's like
yeah.
him?
And then he neck each other.
Tommy's what, 3 years old? He looks like he's an old man.
2.5 next week.
An old man.
Those
He
hips are
does.
gonna
He doesn't
blow.
know.
Grandpa Tommy. What am I start calling? Grandpa Tommy.
It's going to blow.
Half on Saturday.
2.5 on Saturday.
What's that
God.
dog is?
That's
14.
which 7 times 2.5.
Oh, man. It's different breed to breed.
It's like
but,
18, 18 years. Because they'll be 21 on their 3rd birthday, and Nola's gonna go drinking.
She already is drinking. She got the.
She's a god dog.
I
That
know
was
it's
funny. Then he pissed on the rug. He was probably like, I ate turkey and pissed on the rug.
He
What do you
pissed on
do?
your friend.
He's just staring into space.
He was claiming her.
He was just staring into
He's
space.
like, there's a nuke. There's a nuke.
And
There's a
then
nuke.
Maddie's
right
like, Tommy sits down and he pisses.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't know how to frick his leg. He just kind of squirts.
Look at him, he's a big galoot.
Yeah, we should have named him Gronk because you don't
He's
have
definitely a Gronk.
because you don't have the intelligence of Tom Brady. You have more. Look at him. Like, look at he's looking at.
I
Like,
think he has more intelligence than Gronk.
this one comes over and she's like, "Fuck you."
You should have called him Gronk. Look at him.
We should have.
Let's
Look at
get
the look on
Gronk-
his
let's
face.
get Gronk's face.
And he gets excited about stupid things too. Because see the fact that he can't find the vagina on Nola makes me think that like we talked about Darwinism.
Yeah,
he
social
wasn't meant to.
Darwinism,
He wasn't meant to reproduce.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I know. We got a week together soon.
Look at him. Jeez.
All right. We good?
They're sitting at your table at the wedding,
Are they? Right,
right next to you. You can tame them.
right next to my date right here.
Uncle Eric. Hope you bring some broads.
Tom's like, what's so broad? I don't know what you're talking about.
why were you?
You. Oh, hey.
Hey.
All right, I'm busy, guys.
You're gonna get busy, guy.
Yeah, bro.
I had my nice Skelly cap that I had for 10 years that Tommy destroyed the other night.
Oh, I have an old Scally cat from high school
So
in my drawer at home.
yeah, did Tommy destroy it?
No,
No, he destroyed mine.
that's horrible. I take it you're sentimental about it.
Oh, it was a 10-year hat. Here's the thing about that.
Mine's like
Things
30.
about this apartment. You can't get too attached to them because if you end up being too drunk one night and passing out and the dogs are roaming wild, you may not have the stuff when you get out.
It's over.
Like when
I'm gonna
Spanish,
stay here and watch with them, but make sure all my stuff's high
yeah,
up. before I
like
go
when
to sleep.
Spanish Susie had her glasses out the other night and we woke up and we were
Your new glasses?
fascinated. They were still there. So,
Spanish Susie?
No, because there's a girl works at the Citizens Bank at Stop and Shop that only when she has the glasses on, when she looks like this girl at the bank. So there's a Spanish Susie doppelganger.
we call her
out there.
Spanish Susie.
Does
Maybe-
not look like her without the glasses.
Well, maybe we could talk Spanish Susie and give a third place team a hand job. It'd be close enough.
Spanish
You think you could say something to her next time you do a transaction?
I don't go to that one. When I'm checking out, I look over and I'm like, that looks like Susie with those glasses on.
Oh.
Spanish version. I don't look at her like that.
Yeah.
Did it give you a flick ridge?
No, it did not. No offense.
I literally thought that was you coming at me.
You also thought I grabbed you earlier when we were walking. You're like, was that you that just touched me?
So
Dude,
paranoid.
What was that thing?
I know. It was the thing on the side of the road. I don't know what
That
you
wasn't his hand.
I know. I thought I grabbed him earlier.
I felt him come up. I thought that was you coming at me.
So,
Very jittery.
guys, I got a special guest. He's been hiding in my bedroom all night long. JR, come on out.
Hey.
What's he gonna do? It'd be funny if he came was all jacked and muscled.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, you think fucking, like fucking,
I'm going to move my leg and he's going to fall. Oh, no, it's not.
JR.
I remember he's like, I remember when I used to do my my reports at the end that would tack on at the end of the show, and he was like, get a mic,
Yeah,
right?
he used to call you Tin Can Mallet.
Tin can mallet. And then I remember he threw $1 at me once. He's like, here's a dollar. He's like, here's some money. Go get a mic. And he threw $1 at me.
Use? Well,
No, I just used the recorder on my fucking phone.
But it did sound like you were talking in a fucking
closet.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like you were doing it in a bathroom. with
Here's
little
a
bit of
dollar.
echo.
Get a mic. And he threw $1 at me. And then when I went to break, he took the $1 back.
Were you guys?
Like, he's such a fucking
like,
cheap
what
ass.
did he get a
Did you
mic
guys
for
see when
$1?
he was there in March? I don't think you guys. When I was doing that
No, I didn't
comedy
see him.
show at the Hooli
You know
House,
what
I didn't make it
you
that
know
one.
All I had to really do is plug.
No, I have a mic
do it
now.
No,
Now
but
I
all I
do.
had to do is like.
Yeah, you can do that
iPhone.
now. You can do that in a regular my
Yeah,
phone
just-
too, an Android. Yeah.
if you want to
I just
listen,
didn't get a
listen
mic.
to the old
You say
audio.
that like I love how you
like-
iPhone people are delusional.
know.
You know, you can get a microphone for an
Not a
iPhone,
microphone. I'm
and
just
like
saying,
you can
with no
plug it in.
headsets, You can plug the
Yeah, I can do that
headset
too,
in, just talk
man.
with the
Yeah, that's what I
microphone.
do now.
It's
That's how I do my
clearer than
videos
10K.
now.
Just listen to the old Arty and Eric shows.
I'm not trying to side with JR.
That's what I
I
do
did
now.
stuck up for Kanye West today. You believe that?
Yeah, that was
Whoa.
so weird.
I stuck up for Kanye
Meat
West.
West.
I stuck up for Kanye
Why?
West. Did I tell you? Oh, I showed you the thing.
Yeah.
Some stupid fucking Broadway. I must have been Broadway. Some play person, Sonny and Cher play, called him out because I guess he was always in the front row and he was on his phone. I guess I don't know if it was while the guy was doing his show, if he was backstage. He said, and then Lil Wayne, Weezy was like, "Yes, I'm sorry." He goes, "I like blah blah blah." He goes, "But we love the show." Blah, and I'm like, why are you calling him out? I go, you're not obviously concentrating on the show either. That's insulting to your castmates. If you're not concentrating, you're too busy. I don't know if that was the case.
Wait, Wheezy was in the show?
No, he was at the show with Kim.
Oh.
I guess. Like, he said me and my
Oh.
wife, and then he gave the guy a backdoor compliment. Like he's
Oh.
like kind of
Yeah.
like, and then
It's like, I know
people are
things about
why
backdoor.
are people so pissed off at Kanye? And I'm like, this guy is not obviously he's too fascinated with Kanye being in the front row. He wasn't even, to see Kanye, to notice Kanye doing that when you should be concentrating on the show.
He stole an earring. Do you see about that? He stole like an earring from like the runway show.
I mean,
and,
that's
like,
why I was shocked. I hate the guy. I just think he's.
I heard he's not
shit.
doing anything financially
And
very
I
well.
couldn't think.
Probably
I
not.
couldn't. I'm like, I can't believe. After I did, I can't believe I just stuck up with Kanye West.
I think we need another. Is it George W. Bush or is it Kanye segment?
Yes,
Remember that everyone failed. No one was good. Like, it was
In memory of George's dad, that
yes,
Noel's very upset
I
about.
will cue
Apparently,
that
they
up
used to go
next week.
golfing together. I guess you said
Who?
her and Noel. I guess she was very upset this last week.
Oh.
George H.W. dead.
Did you see his puppy?
Yeah, his little service dog. What the
How
fuck's he
old-
gonna do
How
now?
old
should
was
just-
he?
They
94.
just euthanize him and send him with him.
Guy lived.
Just
Can
kidding.
you
That was
imagine?
awful.
Dude, I
Just
know.
kidding, people. Just kidding.
Can you imagine
Just
me and
kidding.
Susie died in a tragic plane crash, and then Tommy and Noah are like, "All right, guys, your turn."
Thing is, I bet a lot of secrets died with that man. That man was head of
Oh,
FBI
yeah.
for a while, man.
CIA.
He knew a lot. That's right, CIA.
Yeah.
He knew a lot.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He knew a lot.
Who else?
He
Hoover
even
started
said,
it, right?
reportedly said,
Who?
like, I
Did
know a
Hoover
lot.
start it?
Yeah, Hoover
Hoover started
it,
the FBI.
Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah, but he even said somebody once. He's like, I know a lot. It had to do with the whole UFO.
He
He's like,
knew-
I know a lot, but he wouldn't say anything.
Oh, he knew everything.
He knew a lot.
He died with the fucking knowledge.
Imagine if he wrote it somewhere and stashed
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And then
Probably dead.
it's gonna get found in hundreds of years.
Tattooed on
Can you
his-
imagine that? We're not even gonna be around. People someday, they're gonna fucking build somewhere.
Do you know where it is?
And they're
It's in
gonna
the
dig.
it's in the drywall of his fucking house in Kenny
I'm not saying
Bunkport.
in this country. I'm not just
You
saying
don't
this
think so?
country. He probably had someone else.
I would
don't look in this. Bury it here.
I would
so
put it
someone else
in.
maybe
I would
died.
put it in like a talp in the like what do they call those things? When those fucking things you read, what are those things called? A talp,
like a scroll.
scroll. Yeah. I would stick it. I would have stuck it in my wall in my house in Kenny Bunkport, knowing that no one's ever gonna knock it down because it's a historical fucking building.
But that's what it is. It's probably somewhere, maybe in this country. I was reaching with other countries. But
Never
there's
know.
probably somewhere where he just walked somewhere and probably just
You sound like you watch National
buried
Treasure.
it down. And I don't know.
I don't think
Nick-
so. He
Nick
seems like that
Cage.
patriot type. He's like, this is all going to doubt me for the sake of America. Like, he just
America.
probably didn't do any of
You
that.
don't think he
Do you
got
think he-
drunk one night and spilled
Oh,
something?
I bet he got hammered one night at a fucking bar,
Dude,
and some
Probably.
His kid, George H. does fucking. Oh, George W. George W.
did
does
coke.
cocaine, man.
He got busted
you
for-
can't tell that guy anything.
He got busted for a DUI in the 70s. You know how hard it was to get
Yeah.
busted in the 70s
That's
for
true.
DUI?
he got he was doing
George
lines
W.
on-
Anything. He could do lines one day with fucking some exchange student and be like, son, down there, this is where we have the secrets. And blah, 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 blah. He's gonna save 5,000, but the guy's gonna be recording it. They got 5,000 miles an hour.
He's like up at Phillips Academy doing lines up and fucking hook his ass, and he's like, I can't tell that son anything.
I'll trust this with you.
George, I can't
My
tell
father
you.
did this.
Can't tell my son. My dad told me a bunch of things.
There it is. That's good.
Is that Clinton?
No, it's George W.
That was good, Bush.
My dad.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, George H.W. Bush dead. His son's here though.
Yeah, we're here. Oh,
It-
quite a.
It is
Al
kind of,
Qaeda.
it's kind of a Clinton.
I'm
Yeah, it's
working
like
on it,
a
man.
kid.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
it's good
Clinton
though. It's
Bush.
I picked up
got
to
it.
but after he said it,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
you
it.
can
it
hear
does
it.
sound
Yeah,
like a cross
yeah.
between the two of them.
Interesting.
I'm just saying if you want
Look at that.
We gotta spread freedom all over the Iraqi peninsula. Now you're making me think of Clinton,
no,
though.
no,
So
that's
now
good.
I'm like
Yeah.
kind of.
to. That was closer. That was closer to George.
I dig it. Do you dig it?
It was funny because
No,
it was Scott Otto, comedian in Boston, posted in the morning. He's like, he said, I don't know if he said rest in peace, whatever, but he's like something George Bush. And he put not gonna die. So underneath, I put it wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. So whole Saturday Night Live gig was great.
Did you hear what before he died? He said, "Read my lips. I'm
Read
gonna
my lips.
die."
Not gonna do it. This aggression will not stand, Sodom.
Remember that from the fucking Big Lebowski in the background?
That's the only reason why I know about that. I remember that conference. I was 14 years old.
Dude, who's the guy you were friends with who's a comedian? When I did my show at Wentworth, he called in as Clinton. He did the Clinton
Oh,
impersonation.
probably John Hastings. Did he the guy that used to do?
I don't remember.
Like
It-
Macho Man when I was on that terrestrial show.
Maybe. Yeah, we're talking like 2008, 2000.
Oh, wow.
That's
That's
a
a
long
long
time.
time. That's before
He
my
called
time.
in. He sounded just like Clinton. He's like,
Do you remember the old Howard Stern days? The evil David Letterman. There was a guy who did. He was David Letterman, but it sounded just like him, but he would say
No.
just the worst stuff. It was awesome. Look
awesome,
him up.
though.
It was hilarious.
Evil David Letterman?
Imagine
Yeah.
it was really David Letterman and he just tried to do like this.
Could have
he
been.
just
There
did
were-
an impression of
Yeah.
someone.
Oh
trying to
my god,
impersonate
this
him.
guy was spot on. It was amazing.
It's like when Scott Zolak calls the radio show, and it's like Scott from Rentham.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's done that before. Something like that.
That's what he
Yeah.
does?
Or at one time, allegedly, It hasn't been proven,
Didn't
but
Tom Brady do
Tom
that too?
Brady called in or the radio show
When he was
too.
suspended.
Oh, that was him.
And he said his name was like Greg from Brookline or something like that, and, and he was defending Tom Brady, and it was like,
well, what tipped that off was he said Giselle Bunchkin. He didn't say just Giselle. He said her full name, and that kind of tipped it off to me. It sounded like him anyway, but you wouldn't say her full name. You'd just say Giselle.
Or it's just somebody who can really do a good impression.
could have been.
I don't
Maybe
think
that
so.
comes out one day.
No,
because then that's
No, he did. He did kind of a wink and a nod. I guess Fred or one of them was at like
Those douchebags
at a thing, and like he
they
said,
fucking
like,
each other. And
he made a
thing?
comment about it, and like he just kind of he didn't admit it, but he didn't deny it either. Just kind of gave him a wink and a nod about it. Yeah.
If I was ever that famous, I would like
Be like Bill
do
Murray.
that all the time. I'd go play. Yeah, just
Exactly.
Oh, if I was that famous, I would do Bill Murray does, just crash weddings.
Bill Murray, they said some girl said she was at McDonald's. I forget where I read this. She was at McDonald's or somewhere, and she had fries. This guy walked over, grabbed it, dipped her ketchup, and she's like, "What?" Looks up and goes, and puts it in mouth, goes, "You won't believe it." You read it too?
I read it. Yeah.
They
He
won't
also
believe it.
drove a cab for a day while the other guy studied in the back for an exam that he had the next day. He also went to a party and washed dishes.
Yeah, I heard he
Party.
crashed like frat parties and just go in there and walk around, grab a beer, and wait for someone to say something to him.
Used to crash parties back in the day. Now I lost it because you said fucking Bill Clinton
you
earlier.
lost
No, now it's way off. Now, man.
He said Bill Clinton first.
Suze does a Bill Clinton impression.
A present.
Impression. Actually, she does a better Monica.
That bitch just went out. None of that shit would have happened.
She will.
Daddy.
You want to see? Monica impression?
No,
win?
I would love. I have it stuck in my brain.
Win third place, not finish. Oh.
I'm not even in that league.
Oh God.
Look what you did.
I do not
You sound like the guy who played
sexual
him
relations.
and did the impersonation on
I lost it.
Harold and Kumar.
Oh,
You
yes.
sound
Yeah.
just like
Yeah,
lost
when they
it,
landed
though.
in his house with a
Speaking of
parachute.
W,
Yeah.
Doesn't that movie Vice look really good?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Playing Cheney, yeah.
Oh yeah, and
Is
then-
that Christian Bale playing
Yes,
Cheney?
Christian
yeah,
Bale.
Yeah.
You got fat for it.
And then he shoots the fucking guy up there. Remember when Cheney shot the
Yes,
guy? in the
yeah.
face?
Sam Rockwell plays a good George Bush.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
Do you know who played a good George Bush? What's his face in W? He was in the. Goonies.
Oh, I could see.
Brolin?
Yes.
yeah,
Josh
Brolin. Yeah.
Brolin, yeah.
That was actually a good movie.
I didn't see that one. I probably should.
Yeah, it was actually really good. I seen it in the theaters.
Remember when
many
he was
movies
like,
ago.
too many OBGYNs aren't able to practice love with their clients. Remember that? Do you remember that? There's
Yeah.
a video on that. I remember some people didn't believe me. And he was like,
no
no.
one said the guy was the most intelligent guy.
No, he wasn't.
You know.
Oh, Family Guy makes fun of that constantly.
I hated him, but now you kind of
Vice
miss him.
President, you got to come out of the trios. No, go away. You're eating too fudge.
No one said you had to be smart to be the president. You just have to have a lot of money.
It's true.
You know.
And have a daddy who
And be very charismatic.
You know what's interesting? There was this girl who was in middle school, and she traced the bloodlines, I think, of how many presidents did we had? 52? 42? 52?
We're at
45.
44.
44?
45, yes.
It was something
45.
like 42 of them. She traced the lineage of them back to one person, a king of England.
Oh, yeah?
All of them,
Ooh.
which is kind of creepy. Makes you wonder who was in alignment with who.
Well, it makes you wonder why
Well,
there's...
obviously, it wasn't. Obama wasn't one of the 42.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he was?
Yep, he was.
Well, he's half white.
I know, but I just figured that would,
You know, just like my mother said.
He was the wild card.
Do you know what my mother said? Yeah. Do you know what my mother said at Thanksgiving?
We're all
She
little
goes,
Native American.
My mother goes. My mother at Thanksgiving, when after we accused her of lying about being Indian, she goes, "Yeah, but we all have a little bit of Indian in us." Something
We'll have a little bit of Africa in us.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're all a little Indian.
That makes
It
sense
comes
though.
from Africa.
The way you said about what you said about the king makes sense though, because that means that there's never been a Jewish and there's never been an Italian president.
There's never been a Jewish.
Well,
There's
That's the way
never,
you said it. There's never been a Jewish.
never been a
president.
Jewish president.
we don't let them into our club, so why should we?
Yeah. So and there'll never be an Italian president because the lifeline doesn't go back because they'll be mixing too much of the Sicilians and all that good stuff.
We can let them have Hollywood.
The Jews, they rule Hollywood, and the Italians run the bakeries. I went so in person. I'm like, I'm good at laying Tyler because I'm Italian. Put that on a T-shirt.
Hey.
What was that, Fonzarelli?
I don't know.
Hey.
Nothing, it was just-
Do you know Arty Fonzarelli played an Italian, Jewish in real life?
Huh. Well, De Niro's part Irish.
Yeah. So maybe.
Italian. He plays an Italian guy.
My last name's Italian.
Oh,
always.
Goodfellas, he played what he was.
He did. He did play half Italian. Hey, you
true.
half
He
Mick,
also
half
played- He
Italian.
also played a Jewish gangster in Casino.
Casino. That's right. He was
Ace Rothstein.
Rothstein.
That's right.
Movie.
Aces
I
high.
still haven't seen Casino. It's just
What? You
I still
haven't? Dude,
I
it's
still
30
have
years
not
old.
seen
Hey,
Casino.
you motherfuck you.
Yo, fucking stab him in the neck with a fucking
Motherfuck
pen.
you.
You know, fucking talk to my friend. Hey, it's a nice pen. Where'd you get it from? Hey, go fuck yourself.
I gotta watch
You
that.
just
That's
tell
on my
my friend
list.
to go fuck himself.
You had a little girl, Ace? You had a little
He's
girl?
like,
Oh, I almost had it. I used to do that.
Ginger.
You had a little girl, Ace?
well, and he's just, the guy's squilling because he's just
Hey.
fucking dying on the floor.
I'm over here trying to take a leak. You have me piss on my legs and somebody call my name. Assholes.
Getting Nola all worked
The
up.
best was when he was taking the fucking.
Catnip?
Remember he's in the.
Oh, God.
Nicky ran a restaurant in Vegas and he was taking the showgirl out, telling her about the fucking kitchen.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, don't
fucker.
spoil it all for me. I'm gonna watch it.
No,
I'll
but it
get
was,
to it.
it was a good scene. He's bringing the hooker into the car and he gives him he's talking about the kitchen, how the food's prepped, and all of a sudden she's just blowing him in the car. Fucking Ace.
Fucking love that movie.
That's a good movie. You never seen
he
Casino?
took
I
huh?
know,
Took
Killer never
his
seen it.
shoe.
Yeah, it's on my. I'll get to
He
it.
took his shoes off and called me a faggot.
You call my friend a faggot?
You took your shoes off, you motherfucking redneck. When I get mad, I sound like Joe Pesci. I can do it.
That's not a good thing to say. Like,
It's it was a great movie.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It's a lethal weapon.
It's like fucking 3 hours long too. So you got to dedicate a good part of your life.
Do you think Die Hard's a Christmas movie though? Right?
No.
It's not a Christmas movie.
Well, you know the writer killed that and said it is.
I don't give a fuck. It is a Christmas
No,
movie.
it's not. I'm going to tell you why it's not a Christmas movie. I almost wrote a thing for the packy today, but I.
But I got
No,
high.
I started decorating
What about
Christmas
Lethal
for my
Weapon? Is
mother.
that a Christmas movie?
That's you've almost proven my fucking point here, buddy. I'm gonna give you.
All right, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
I'm gonna
Okay,
give you
kid.
top-
Yeah, I've got
I
it.
don't know how many.
Is
Fucking,
Home Alone a Christmas movie?
I'm coming to it. Might be.
Okay.
But, all right. I'm gonna give you reason number one.
What about Gremlins?
Reason number one. Reason number one. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Is
Christmas is not the main topic. It
True.
could happen without that
Yes.
topic.
It
It,
doesn't
could
have
happen
to be.
without Christmas.
It doesn't have to be.
It's
But
not
it
the
takes place
focus
around
point.
Christmas. It doesn't have to be.
Not the focus point.
Just like I could be
Shut up.
left
Not
at
the focus
home.
point. Reason number one. Reason number two.
Number 2.
You look at the fucking original movie poster. It says nothing. Shows nothing about Christmas. Nothing. There's not a sign of Christmas. There's not a fucking Christmas light in a window. There's not snow on the ground. There's nothing that shows it could be Christmas.
It's tough to have snow on the ground in
Shut up,
LA.
I'm still talking. The synopsis, number 3. The synopsis says, okay, maybe it says a Christmas party, but that could be, that could, I don't even know.
Okay, is it in the poster?
I don't even
No,
know.
but it could have been
Hold
it could have been a swingers party.
Could have been a thing. Could have been just a holiday. Could have been a Hanukkah
Yeah, could have been a
party.
birthday. Could have been Hanukkah.
Could have been just a.
So
it
it's-
just could have been a. We're celebrating
So,
because we just
all right.
signed this month's quarter
Okay,
bill.
it's a holiday movie.
Can I still finish?
No, it's not a holiday movie.
Can I still finish? And one of the main reasons it is not a Christmas movie is it came out in fucking July. Christmas movies come out Thanksgiving and on. Thank you very
Things
much.
can be coming
Not
over
a Christmas
time.
movie. And main reason, number fucking star reason, Bruce Willis says it isn't a Christmas movie, so
So I don't. It's a Christmas movie.
it's not a Christmas movie.
I need an action movie around Christmas to watch
Can
for an
you-
excuse.
can
In
you
my
watch-
mind,
Iron Man
Christmas
3
movie.
is more of a Christmas movie.
So what about Lethal Weapon?
Which one was the
first
original?
one.
Was
There was Christmas trees. There was lights. There was
not
setting
the
up
focus
lights.
point. It's not the
It
focus
doesn't
point.
have to be the
It
focus
could-
point.
My thing is, can the movie happen without Christmas in it? Yes. A Wonderful Life can't happen without Christmas in it. Bad Santa can't
you're
happen without
making
Four
these rules.
holidays can't.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer can't.
but-
Christmas has to be the focus point.
Okay,
I
and that's
agree.
your rule.
I agree.
It's not
Trains
a rule.
That's your
rule.
rule.
in Trains, Planes, and Automobiles is a Thanksgiving
Okay,
movie
okay,
because
okay.
it would be no fucking point to get home at a certain date if you weren't going
Okay,
home
But it
for
takes
a
place around
why,
that time.
Why do they call them rom-coms and not just romance?
But okay, you're breaking
'Cause
off
romance
though.
and
But
comedy
you're
is
breaking
the
off though.
focus
The point is, those take place during that time period. Regardless, if this could happen without it, it still does take place during that time period.
But it is
But it
it's
still
not
does.
a Christmas movie. Is Trading Places a Christmas movie? No.
No.
Christmas is in it. He dresses as fucking Santa
Then
Claus.
kinda.
Ah.
Trading
Yeah.
Places is not a
Bad
Christmas
Santa
Why?
Christmas movie
That's
because
a
there would be no
Christmas
point.
movie. Point is Santa.
Santa, yes.
Yeah, that's a Christmas movie too.
Ah.
4 Christmases.
Jingle
It's a
all the
fucking
way.
Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Jingle all the way.
Elf.
Okay, so is there an
Elf.
action
Christmas.
movie that it's a Christmas movie then?
Elf technically doesn't have to be a Christmas movie because technically Elf was living in the North Pole the entire time. So there wasn't any particular reason why he came back to the real world. He could have came back
To me,
anytime.
it's a Christmas
He
movie.
could have came back on the 4th of July. Yeah.
I'll give it to it. But
Whoa!
it could be a movie.
No,
Without Christmas.
you can't say that and then that because, granted, Christmas was involved.
Christmas
in it.
is-
No, I'm playing by your rules here. I think Home Alone's a Christmas movie.
I don't
but
think
I'm-
it is.
I'm playing
I'll
by.
give it to you.
You can't give it to me if
But-
you're not going to give those other two.
Is Home Alone not a Christmas
Because he could have been left at home in July when
And
the
his
family
family
went to
could go on
fucking
vacation.
Thank you.
Vancouver,
Yes,
and he was
thank
still
you.
been
I'm
home
playing
alone.
by your rules. Then Home Alone's not a Christmas movie.
Yes.
If
No,
you're
it's
gonna
not. I
say
was just trying to
Die
be
Hard-
fucking nice.
No,
it's not
you
a
did.
Christmas movie. I've said it.
But
He's
Home
been-
Alone
yes,
is a
I've said
Christmas
it.
movie.
I bet you could
Been
you
starting
could
to
have
come
left him
around.
anyway.
You could, but you're playing by your
Home
rules.
Alone is Christmas.
That's why I'm
What?
going. Every single thing is Christmas.
Yeah, everything
Not
could have been
everything
Hanukkah.
in
It could have
Die
been
Hard.
Thanksgiving.
So is Die Hard. It's Christmas.
What
No,
did
it's
Kevin
Christmas.
McAllister do that he
Just
couldn't
because they
do?
go to a
That's
Christmas
awesome.
party doesn't mean it's a fucking
Wait,
Christmas movie.
what did Kevin
This is
McAllister do in Home Alone 1 that he couldn't do if it took place in July? What couldn't he
No,
do?
well,
He could have still went to church,
The-
right?
They're gonna let firecrackers.
The ice on the steps in the basement.
Okay.
Could have
they-
taken place
But he could
somewhere.
have
really
put something else down.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
He didn't have to have a Christmas tree.
He could have played Yankee Doodle Dandy.
But
he
there's
did.
plenty, there's plenty of people breaking the houses
he
in
did.
July.
When the guy comes into the house,
Oh.
the window next to the Christmas tree, he would have had the Christmas tree with the ornaments on the floor. There wouldn't be.
There was
He
still
could have
micro
had, he could have
machines.
had micro machines.
He could
Yeah,
use
yeah.
Mother's Fine China. That's
Yeah, he
up
could
on
use
the-
glass.
Still can use the
He could use
micro
anything.
machines.
Yeah.
No, but
Anything.
honestly, I am on your side. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I think Die Hard. I think Home Alone. I think
think
Lethal
you're
Weapon
wildly-
is a Christmas movie.
Is Christmas as well.
How? Why?
There's
The house is
Santa
Because
abandoned.
it takes a movie that could take place at any period at any time of every fucking
Yes.
year
Says you
is not a
though.
Christmas movie.
That-
I agree.
You're making these
There is
rules up.
no, I
there's
agree.
no
There's-
stipulation.
There's nothing in
over-
Home Alone 2 that makes it a Christmas movie at all.
Christmas has
But it's
to
still a
drive
Christmas
the movie.
Says who?
No one can hear you.
To make it a Christmas,
it a
movie?
Christmas
So,
movie.
but you would say then Die Hard's a holiday movie then.
No,
No, it's an
it's an
action
action
movie.
adventure
But it takes
movie.
place during the holiday. I don't
So
care.
what?
I don't
Came
care
out
about
July.
this.
Christmas
Could it
movies come
exist?
out.
Could it exist without? Yes, it
Yes,
could.
it
But
could.
it does happen with it.
No,
So
that's marketing.
it doesn't matter. It
Just-
still
are you
takes
the
place
same-
during
Are you the
it.
same asshole that thinks Happy Gilmore's a hockey movie? Because it's hockey in it
You
in
mean
5
golf?
minutes?
You mean golf?
No,
No, it's a
hockey.
People think it's a hockey movie.
Yeah.
There are
Stupid.
fucking Facebook pages. What's your favorite hockey movie? They have Happy Gilmore.
But
in
it's-
there. Hockey's
it's-
not the focus.
it's-
point.
Those are the same people that think Grown Up Suits is a comedy.
And I'm not taking
Hey,
it.
hey, listen.
This is a good-
The difference
those
between
two
you
separate-
and
that's a
us,
good one.
someone in this room was actually in that movie.
Yeah. So let's keep talking. Let's keep talking. What is what? Well, okay, what would define it? You want an action Christmas movie? I think Iron Man 3 is more of an action Christmas movie than fucking Die Hard.
Jingle All the Way.
I actually like that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I do like that movie a lot. Believe it or not, that's like my.
Okay, I guess the only way
I
to...
love how we're 50-50 on this fucking Die Hard.
This
shit.
is how you know it's a Christmas movie. If you take the subject of Christmas out,
And the movie
can the movie still
That's
exist?
what he said, but that's the rule you're making. Who says it
No,
has
that's
to be
fucking
that?
the
That's
rule.
the
Says
rule.
who?
Because
It's gotta be a
because
rule. It's not
anything.
that
But
type of
it
movie if you
still
can take it out.
it doesn't matter. It still exists with that in it. You can't dismiss that. You can't
No,
take that out
It's not
because
the
it happened.
But there's
majority of the
movies-
movie is
But it's
not
like
that Christmas.
it still happened though.
But there's movies that if you take Christmas out can't exist.
That's-
If it wasn't Christmas.
Why?
No,
Why
it
couldn't they be
could.
going to Thanksgiving break? Why couldn't it go February vacation, April
be
vacation,
Hanukkah.
July?
No, they're casing the entire neighborhood.
My house got broken into in July.
That's why I am kind of. That's why I'm kind of.
I'm actually siding with them on this one, but I do think it's a Christmas movie. I'm siding with them for different
It has a
reasons.
Christmas theme.
So
but
it
it's
is a
not- but it's not
holiday
the
movie.
plot.
It is a
You-
holiday movie.
Right when you agreed with me that Trade Places.
I love
It
that.
doesn't
There
have
is
to-
ju-
Take Christmas out, you have a 30-minute TV show.
What?
TV.
Oh yeah, well you add Seinfeld's. You add cell phones into Seinfeld. You have no
Yeah,
episodes.
But those aren't there though.
I know.
But in theory,
But I'm
But
saying,
the fact of the matter is, it's still there.
every year I keep getting it different on Home Alone because I haven't seen Home Alone and God knows how many. So every year I'm
I
thinking
watched it a couple weeks
it's okay. But Die Hard is not a Christmas fucking movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
I don't think it is.
I
either.
give Home Alone.
I love.
a
You know
Christmas
what?
movie because it came out in November.
You know why it's a Christmas movie? Because I need an action movie that classifies
Well, you know
as a
what? Let's
Christmas movie.
fucking make
And
one.
Lethal Weapon and
What about
Die
Die
Hard?
Hard?
Boom, done.
With
Christmas
you
movie.
agreeing, there is the same amount of Christmas in Die Hard than there is in Trading Places. And you said
So is
Trading
Die
Places-
Hard
I'm not
two-
even too in a familiar place. I've seen it once. I don't even remember it.
So does
I'm not even too familiar with it. I've seen it once
Trading
and I
Places.
remember it. I've
It's
seen
one of
it.
the funniest movies of the 80s, and you've seen it once?
Yeah, it's okay.
Cool.
You're
Yeah,
the
that's
movie.
why. It's okay when you see
So,
it.
to movies you've seen and the movies you haven't seen blow my mind
It is,
because
it is, it
for
is.
such a
You haven't seen Alien and Terminator. What the hell's wrong with you?
Still,
That's true.
I mean, you've
but
seen,
like for such
this-
a movie buff, like you think you would have seen the whole library. Like,
like
you
Trading Places.
like
Have you seen 48 Hours?
Yes.
Another 48 Hours?
have you seen Coming to America?
Yes. Oh, with Eddie
Have you
Murphy.
ever
Yes.
seen another 48 Hours?
No.
Christmases could take
Whoa.
place without Christmas.
Explain.
What is that? Is that
Explain. There's gonna be
The word fucking Christmas is in this title.
Yeah, you know, that pretty much no. That,
The word Christmas is in the title.
the Christmas story.
Everything that happens could happen.
Okay.
Why
Well,
would
Christmas story.
Yeah, why would you-
Hanukkah.
Why would they need to go to 4 parties?
And why would you be at Dwight Yoakam's house on a holiday?
Split family.
wasn't a
four
holiday.
4th of Julys?
Do you know Dwight Yoakam's in that movie?
Four.
Birthdays.
Dwight Yoakam's in that movie.
But
Hey,
then
Dwight
why would
Yoakam's
they-
in that movie.
Oh,
Did you know that?
It has the title. It has
I feel like I just lobbed a grenade. I love it.
Christmas in it.
Hey, do you know
It just
Dwight
has
Yoakam's in that
Christmas
movie?
Huh?
Dwight Yoakam's in that
I
movie.
know.
Who the hell is Troy Yoakum? You
Dwight Yoakam. It's my mom's favorite country singer from the '90s. He's also in Wedding Crashes. He's the guy in the beginning of the movie getting the divorce.
But you know, it's
What's that? For?
Sling Braid.
Sling blade.
are you like Asian? And I'm not aware of?
Sling
So let me ask you a
Blade.
question. Have you seen the movie Black Christmas? Horror movie.
Hey,
Black
listen,
Christmas.
listen. We're gonna keep this.
So is that movie could exist without it being Christmas, but it's called Black Christmas.
okay,
Is that
let me
horror
ask you a
movie?
question.
Christmas.
Is Hockey Holocaust?
Exactly.
Christmas
So
horror
by
movie.
your law, it should not be a Christmas.
Okay.
A Christmas movie.
Is Hockey Holocaust a
it could
hockey
exist.
movie?
I never seen it. What is it?
Hockey Holocaust?
It's no
Starring
hockey.
Adam Mallet?
No.
It's not starring in it.
No,
Fuck it.
yours. I never.
You know, yeah, Black Christmas. It's a horror movie about a killer during Christmas. It's called Black Christmas. Takes place during
He
Christmas.
kills on Christmas because he's pissed off and he hates
But
his
it
family.
could take place without Christmas. So by your logic, this is not a Christmas
So is
movie.
Halloween a Halloween movie?
Logic, it is not a Christmas movie.
But it is a Christmas
How about
movie.
this? Is Halloween a Halloween movie?
But it has Christmas in the title.
Well, yeah, because it's a horror movie.
Yeah, but
It's-
Halloween has Halloween in the title, but could that be a Halloween movie? He could just be killing people randomly.
Well, Halloween
No,
is
it's
not
not
really
Halloween.
a holiday. It's a holiday, but it's not really a holiday.
It's a horror movie, so it comes out on Halloween. It's
True.
It's not really a holiday. It's a holiday, but not.
Christmas movies come out at Christmas.
Christmas movies.
Ah!
There is
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That
Halloween
Thanksgiving
movies.
movie?
There is Christmas movies and there's movies.
Yeah.
And there's there's Christmas movies, there's movies, and there's movies that happen to take place during fucking Christmas.
The backdrop is the holiday season.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's it. There you go. The
Yeah.
backdrop is the holiday.
backdrop. So
season.
the
Doesn't mean
backdrop
it's
could have been.
necessary.
So that makes it a holiday movie.
No, it's not. That's the backdrop. It's not the focus.
But it is. It kind of is.
No, it's not. The focus is like if I need to get home by Christmas.
Like Riggs
Look at
is
focus.
killing guy at a Christmas tree lot. Okay? There's
Could it-
a fight scene. There's a scene where Riggs is going through the Christmas tree lot and kills a guy.
Is he picking on a Christmas
There's
tree
a
though?
scene with
Did he
Danny
pick-
Glover is.
There's a
Danny
scene.
Glover picked up Christmas tree out.
Yes, he's looking for a Christmas tree.
Adam,
In
there's a
that
scene
case, maybe.
where where Dan Aykroyd is dressed up as fucking Santa Claus on Christmas Eve, and Trading Places is not a fucking Christmas movie.
Kind of is.
Oh, you already said it was no. You can't take it back.
Kind of is.
I don't care. And you know what? The
takes place-
asshole writer that wrote Die Hard just fucking ruined this debate by saying it's a Christmas movie. Oh, okay, 20 fucking plus years later, yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
So
Fuck you. You
I don't
should've said no,
understand.
it's not a Christmas
So if it's a
movie.
Christmas movie, why is Samuel L. Jackson driving a cab and making Bruce Armstrong walk up to Harlem wearing a sign on his,
Strong.
around his neck saying "I hate the N word"?
That was Die with a Vengeance.
Yeah.
That's the third
Oh,
one.
was that 3? Or was that 2?
That's 3.
One was in the skyscraper.
Yeah, that's the one we're debating, but it's a Christmas movie.
Okay. 2
Yeah.
was at the airport.
Airport, yep.
And 3 was
The cabbie guy.
Cabbie,
and
that's
yeah,
okay.
and the bank, Hans Gruber. Not Hans Gruber, his brother
Yes.
in the bank. Yeah.
See, I get all those.
Yeah.
To me, they're all one.
Yeah, I hate you.
It's just
it
Die
gets
Hard
confusing.
continues.
Yeah. And then after that, it all becomes a blur because it
Then we
becomes
had-
stupid.
Friday After Next, a Christmas movie?
Yep.
Man, his focus is Christmas. Christmas party. They were,
But you could take that out, though. You could have another party.
Yeah. What?
exactly. But
So it's a Christmas movie, according to you.
I didn't say it was Christmas.
You
I
said it
asking
was.
You.
You said it was. Yeah, it is a Christmas movie.
Look at Nola's tongue hanging out of her mouth as Tommy's licking his
It's not a
ear.
Christmas movie. It's a Christmas that it's a movie that takes place during Christmas.
That is like pornographic dog material going right there. Her tongue's hanging out. Tommy's eating her ear.
At least he's not getting it in her mouth.
That's interesting.
He's sticking it in her mouth.
And they're all doing it on
she
every
loves it.
slit.
She loves the ear biting. I don't. It's gross.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's skeevy to look at to me. I don't know.
Well, you should
Dude,
feel it. It feels like
Try
a mop.
fucking trying to sleep and having to listen to it. That is not anything.
It's like the sound of balls
Or-
smacking against an ass.
passing out on the couch for a nap at 3 in the afternoon, listening to it, and then waking up when it falls in your face.
Imagine
It's like
that.
trying to destroy Al
Hold on.
Qaeda.
Fast forward. Imagine that being able to take a nap at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Be great. Do it all the time.
Sounds
My dad-
wonderful.
Like, what else was
I used to do it all the time in the Oval Office. It's great.
That's great.
I always take naps at 3 in the afternoon.
Of course.
Nothing
Sweet.
better than a fucking 3.
So we have one more single Arty show.
That's true.
Yeah.
Almost tongue's hanging out of the side of her mouth. It was funny. She likes.
That's right.
Well,
To
because we
the s-
never officially
To the state of
Yeah,
Massachusetts
taken-
recognizes our marriage
When are you doing it?
next week.
Wednesday.
What?
Do you mind just blow?
I know, like next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
What did you say about blow?
Today's Tuesday. Or
Are you
what day?
okay?
She's menstruating.
Okay.
Not menstruating. She's ovulating, right?
No, she's ovulating on Friday. That means I get to have sex.
Nice.
Maybe we schedule that. Remember we talked about this last week?
Yes, we did. And I didn't know
Right.
what day it was, though. I knew it was this week, though.
Yes.
So
Getting myself worked up for it.
nice.
You know?
Yeah, build it up.
Building it up.
Build it up, man.
So I can be like that guy in the first hour. Blows a 16-hour marathon.
It's just gonna geyser. What was that movie? Was it a scary movie where the guy blew his load and she shot to the roof and was like
Yeah.
sticking to the.
Yeah.
After he used the hedge trimmers.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's right.
yeah, I
You
forgot
remember
about
that? She
that.
takes her
That's
pants
good.
down and it looks like a fucking like
Yeah, it
bush.
just folds out. Yeah,
That was disgusting.
it was.
I seen that movie before I ever seen a real vagina, and I always thought that's what girls look like down there.
Oh, that'd be scary.
Yeah.
I was
I think that movie came out in 97,
no 99.
99.
Close. 97, 99, somewhere in there.
I would have been 14.
Because the was
Was
Oh, that's right,
was
yeah.
Sue was like, you were like 25 in 97?
Today I fell in love.
With who?
Ann Faris.
I know in 94
Oh.
I'm on Town Made No Money and live show was slow.
Yeah,
No, they
94.
said 6, 8,
I
he
was
stood.
11
I'm sorry?
in 97.
Yeah.
You were a lemon?
You were a lemon? And then what happened 2 years later? You turned to a lime?
Oh.
I love when Spanish people, they're like, oh, can I have a lemon? And you give them a lemon. They're like, no, the green one. Because lime and lemon in Spanish means the same thing.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah, fun fact. Try working at a Mexican restaurant.
An American
Lemon.
American Mexican restaurant.
Lemon. Here you go. No, yeah, green. What?
Oh damn.
Oh, yeah. Good times. Great oldies.
So maybe that's not really
Who
Bacardi
knows?
lemon. Maybe it's really Bacardi lime.
Maybe we're getting
Or
fucked.
Limone.
Fucked in the fucking mind on that one, huh?
Oh yeah, when's the party at isn't it
Saturday.
This Saturday?
This
It's
Saturday?
my last shift.
Seriously, can we like run a tab up and not pay?
You
Seriously.
can do whatever you want. I'm not working the bar.
Bring up my hat.
You think it's
That I
gonna be
stole
some
from
bitches there, some
Might
chicks.
be.
I mean,
you
some
probably,
girls,
you
some
probably.
ladies, some
I guarantee.
females.
No, there'll be a lot of old margaritas people there. You probably would bang 25% of them. I'm gonna go on a limb right there and say 25% of the people that walk in there that used to work at margaritas, Eric had
Mr. Powers
some
says-
kind of relations with.
I'm gonna bring the
Now it's
hat.
a challenge. Now I gotta go. You gotta
There was
go?
one time. It was one time sitting at the bar. There
I
was
feel like I should.
there
We
was
have to.
I feel like I should.
there
go.
was 4 girls sitting at the bar once that Eric had sex with.
Oh man,
No,
that
there
seems
were
kind of
7
awkward.
in the bar
Oh,
that I've had
yeah.
my dick or finger in.
There you go, Sid.
That's gross. Like even saying it's gross. I take that back.
Your finger.
Oh, which means I didn't.
You're the finger
I'm
bang
sorry. I
banging
apologize.
out of my life.
So when I finally become the oldest president in 30 years. they
Who,
use
you?
this. Yeah, the oldest president ever in 30. Me.
Admittedly, the oldest president that took office was in their 70s, so you have a lot of time ahead of you. You could still actually qualify to be one of the youngest presidents at this point. The youngest,
Oh, wasn't Obama like 42, 43?
yeah. So you'd be one of the
Oh,
youngest
wow.
president. Yeah, so you wouldn't be the youngest president, but you still have quite the many years to be the oldest president.
It's true.
You could turn your life around the next 30 years and be the next.
Yeah.
Let's see if we don't die within the next,
Because you know what's going to happen, all right? Now people are getting fucking, doing shit, not being,
Oh, the internet,
not being,
Facebook,
not
Twitter.
being,
The internet.
redeemed, not being able
Yeah.
to be, given a second chance. In 30 years, these people are going to start getting second chances.
Do you think
Maybe it'll be
if I ever
cool.
ran for president, you think these episodes that we did for the last 10 years
Oh, you're screwed.
would
There's no
pop up?
Oh, big time.
This would give political radio quite the.
Oh man, those liberals would have a fucking.
20-something years.
Yeah.
Imagine what the fucking president's going to be like.
Oh yeah.
You
Just,
imagine what you know what I mean? It's like
there'd be
'cause
someone our age now.
'cause
That would be the
this
president.
yes, this person.
I don't think we're gonna make it another
person-
25
This
years.
person
personally.
has to be squeaky,
Yeah.
fucking clean,
Impossible.
squeaky clean.
How many people you know squeaky clean? That don't have one blemish on their record?
None.
None.
Nobody.
Even my little cousins
even
who are
nobody.
16 years old have plenty of on them.
Even like the most like
Maybe not Sakani.
people.
I don't know.
like, just,
Sakani
like,
had
they
the
still
guy
smoke
with no
weed,
shirt
they
on his
still-
Instagram. He got in trouble
Everybody
for.
has dirt on them.
That was Malik.
House Malik,
I'm
yeah.
not saying I'm not making that okay, but I'm just saying like the president in 30 years
Yeah.
is gonna have to be so squeaky clean. They're kids right now, and
Yeah.
they're gonna have to be like they have to be. So it's basically
They're
probably
being a
gonna
box.
Be a politician's kid.
Yeah.
These people, and that's what's gonna make.
But
it
even
worse.
politicians are worse because how much shit does politicians get on that we don't know
Exactly.
about?
And well, that's what. But they have to be squeaky clean. Like everything you do, and everywhere you go. Like even if I walk out here and I get in a fight with somebody, even
Yeah.
if the cops are called, it's
Everything's
I'd say
on
the
video
president
now,
girl
too.
could be like that person called me a bitch and grabbed my ass as he walked out of an apartment building this day. And they'd be like, oh, and they go back.
If Eric ever ran for president, there would be a line of flight attendants from the last decade lining up to be like the next Monica Lewinsky.
By my estimates and what I think the world as we know it will end in the decade of the 2050s. I truly believe that.
2050s? Well, that would push me into the 80s.
We're gonna be old.
I'd be
Sucks.
like 80 years old.
Yeah, but
70
I truly believe that. I truly believe in the decade of 2050. I don't say like humans won't
you
cease
like
to exist.
Adam Damas?
I just mean total collapse. Like, yeah, I truly believe that in the decade of the 2050s, it's over. As we
rebuild
know it,
everything.
with the structure. I think, yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
So we worked our entire life just to die?
I truly believe
that sounds
that.
about right, because we worked our entire lives for college, and then once we get college paid off, we'll die.
No,
Oh.
I think it's gonna
Dude,
be. It's
seriously,
over.
well,
I think there's gonna be a lot
Put
of
that
people.
on
All that
T-shirt.
shit, bad shit's gonna happen, like apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Yep, I think.
You know what? I fucking would love to be the last man on Earth.
At least there'll be no
There'll be
taxes
no-
anymore. People living underground because of nuclear fallout and all that bullshit.
I would get
You
on
know?
a...
But we're gonna all die. You know, it's gonna be great. I truly believe that.
Yeah, you know Eric will be the last person on Earth. Eric Powers luck. Always wins fucking lottery tickets. He would be the last man
the
surviving.
fucking last person on Earth.
It's like radiation everywhere, and Powers is somehow just trucking along.
I feel like I am the only man on Earth right now.
He somehow is
So what-
immune to everything.
The only thing different is I'll be able to fucking just dry any car I want.
He will outlive democracy.
Fucking outlive the cockroaches.
Yeah.
It would be Eric, a bunch of cockroaches on a
I
fucking
do all
boat.
this shit that probably takes years off people's lives, but it seems to add to mine.
He would survive on Spam and fucking Twinkies. That's all he would have.
It's gonna be The Walking Dead without zombies. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
be people living. Just
No, but
going
then
around.
you'd probably kill yourself because when you wouldn't be able to fuck anyone. Unless you're
Dude, what
beyond
the
that.
fuck's the difference now? I go a year. Dude, do you know how crazy?
So I guess what you're gonna do is you're training for
if
the
I was the
apocalypse.
last fucking person, we should actually do a little like. Web
He's
series of
training
this,
for
like
the
20 like,
apocalypse.
5-minute clips of what I would do if I was the last man on Earth. I would travel around. I'd actually travel to California. I would have thousands. I'd be like a fucking like a Muslim in heaven. I'd have 75 virgin wives because
You're the last man on Earth. Didn't you
Says
say
the
that?
guy who was a
Yeah,
cocksmith.
I'm not done. There's a fucking warehouse somewhere that's got thousands,
A pocket pussies.
thousands
Fucking
of
pussies.
fucking real life fuck dolls.
He's
Like,
just
okay.
fucking every fuck doll, every
Dude, I'd have
shape,
a
size,
fucking
and color.
warehouse of bitches. I'd have a different bitch every night.
Eric
warehouse.
he locks himself into a warehouse of fuck dolls.
Warehouse. Once, dump, pump and dump. That's it. Don't even have to clean them
You're
up.
gonna get so
But-
lonely though. You're gonna start talking.
No.
to them. They're all gonna have their own
Exactly. Why
personality.
not?
But it
By
may be
myself,
like-
who's gonna fucking
Hey
judge
Sarah.
me?
No, it may
Who's
be
gonna
like
judge me?
he'll be like the movie Mannequin.
Yeah.
But you know what? When I'm fucking finally do find that one other person that's living on the other side of the world, and I have an iPhone full of pictures of me and these live.
Well, your iPhone's gonna
I'm
die
I'm
because
like,
there's no electricity.
Look at I'll find electricity. Potato. You can make it right. You can
I mean,
make
that's
it
smart.
Potato.
No, but maybe he's like George Costanza when he
Fucking
stops having
generators.
sex.
His gas still generators.
Okay, for a while.
For
yeah,
a while,
you
but
can
when I
make it
finally
work.
meet that person,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, look, oh, there's many people in California. All she sees is frozen poses of me and
You know-
fuck dolls because they look real. They're gonna look 10 times realer pictures.
You know what'd
It's
be
great.
funny?
I thought this out.
If it turned out most of the world had restored itself, and you're just in this weird secluded area where nobody's gotten.
Yeah,
back.
he's like in
You know
Vermont.
what? I would
He's
be
just
so
he's-
fucking happy.
He's walking in circles in Vermont and he can't get out.
Yeah, no, everything else is fine over there, but he's in the one area that
They
hasn't built.
find me,
something.
and my fucking little
Yeah.
chin patch is down to hair, and these pork chops are like out to hair, and I look like fucking Grover.
It's like what's his face? Jim Carrey in that movie where he was fucking
Truman Show.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
all fucking.
No, but I'd be alone. That'd be. Imagine if that was the whole experiment too. Like,
That would be
take
an
this guy,
interesting.
They put me with
like The
some,
Village.
They,
Yeah, we'd be watching it on
stick
TV.
me in, they stick me with some kind of thing that knocks me out for about a month.
Yeah.
You know, lets my shit grow.
I don't know. I don't know if
They
that
put 'em in
net.
this, like this whole area, like in a hospital, make it look like I'm the last.
Yeah,
person
it's like
in
an
the
M.
world,
Night
just to
Shyamalan.
see what I would do.
I don't know if that network would take off watching you fuck a mannequin or a fake fuck doll every other
Well,
night.
not the fucking mannequin, the live fake fuck dolls.
Done with you.
Just
Next.
throws
Hey,
around.
come here, Sarah. Done.
Meanwhile,
On to the next one. Done, and I'm done.
If me being the last man on his tent is nothing different than what I do now,
that's true.
but minus the I don't fuck dolls.
Yet.
I don't. Yeah, yet. I mean, every time I see that come up on my Facebook's probably full of fuck doll ads now. I swear the phone can fucking.
I do have a flashlight. I bought dumbest drunk purchase I ever bought. I
If
never
you,
used it.
if you met him 10 years ago, you would never think this is what would happen.
I already thought I'd be married with at least one kid. No
Well-
kid by now. Then,
Oh,
no,
well.
no more kids. I'm getting a dog
Ugh.
next fucking year.
You know, a lot of
Guys, you can
changes
have a
in 10
cousin.
years.
You
It
guys are
does.
gonna have a cousin. What?
A lot changes in 10 years.
What does? Tell me, man.
He goes from fucking flight attendants to fucking fuck dolls.
Man, we used to go out and pick up girls everywhere. Now I can't get
I never
was a
caught
cocksmith.
Powers in his vintage years.
Yeah, it was
caught
prime.
me in downfall.
Yeah.
I met him in his early 30s.
Downfall.
Yeah, Artie would tell me these stories, and I'm like, what?
The legend. Oh yeah, people from all around the world would want to know the legend of the Powers.
Well,
I'd be having a random Saturday night off, and I get a text, buddy, you need to get here. Some flight attendants asking about you. Okay.
At least you got tales. At least you got your stories.
Oh, I got stories.
'Cause in the end, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it is what it is. That's what
I
happens.
can't wait to be that 70-year-old man. My 18-year-old grandson's like, hey, Pops, guess what I did? I'm like, yeah, it ain't nothing. One time, I was at a bar. I took these 2 chicks to the van.
Hopefully, you can
I
remember.
wanted
it.
to use my
Like,
mom's
I did
conversion
something.
van as a fuck den.
I know I did something.
Smell like
Hold on.
sex and hockey
I
equipment.
had more sex in that van with
You
more
could-
women
you-
than he's had his whole
You put a fucking black light in that
Remember
van. You
we
could see it
figured
from
that out? Remember
space. Yeah.
Remember I said that as a joke, and then we added up, and I had one more?
He had one more.
I mean, actually, what did he tell you? 3? So we had 4?
That's great, Manny.
What he told me.
I said none. You were my first. Actually, we never had sex.
Does 4 come after 5? I don't know.
We saved ourselves till there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to go pee. Let's what happens when you go pee?
I'm gonna get a defensive safety.
Did I ever tell you last year when I had a show at, I forget where, but I do it with Michael Bryan. You know Michael Bryan?
Oh yeah, the guy just walks off.
He just walked off
Yeah.
with the phone because the stage was here. Well, you guys can't see, but the stage was behind him, and he goes, I'm going to walk into the bathroom. I think it's actually on my Facebook.
In the White House, we call that the urination station.
It's funny though, cause
No, you going to come hold it for me?
so he's in the bathroom. You can't hear him. 'cause
No,
have
you can't.
headphones.
You have
I can
headphones
hear
on.
him though.
How's it sound, Arty?
It sounds good.
Let me know if it sounds like a healthy stream.
Oh, Joey's not laying down sleep.
He's in Joey's room right now.
What?
He's going through his underwear drawer.
Why is there a thong in there?
Oh, I can hear him peeing.
Oh, God.
I don't think so. No, because he said he was working like a 12-hour shift. Oh, I can hear it. Oh, you can hear it.
Of course.
That's a good stream.
It's a good stream. Sounds healthy.
It sounds good in the headphones. In the old
Uh,
cans. The echo effect of the acoustics of the bathroom is actually phenomenal.
I'd like to see a good
I gotta tell you though, it's not a steady stream. It's a little spotty. So I'm gonna
that's
say he
unhealthy.
probably should get his prostate checked.
He
out.
probably should. Yeah. Oh,
Just-
dude, I got another 5 years until it has. They say 40. I think is Why, Suze? Why would you know?
Listen to that. Listen to that prostate. If you guys are listening, anyone out there and knows a good prostate doctor, Eric Danger Powers may need to see a fucking doctor of some sort here.
Prostate. What country is that in?
Prostate. I got prostate issues. Now
Yeah.
I gotta wipe that microphone down with Lysol
Oh God.
because he's
Yeah, you're supposed to have a steady stream. There's not supposed to be until the end.
Yeah.
The end is some
There you
flicker
go.
of you gotta get the last little.
he hasn't had sex in over a year.
I didn't hear a sink to wash your
How'd that
hands.
sound in your ears?
It sounded good. The acoustics were great.
Is there a sink noise?
I just dropped the mic.
I did not hear
I
a sink.
didn't hear a sink.
I did not hear a
either.
sink. Did not hear
I
a
shut
sink.
the mic off halfway through peeing. I didn't have the mic on the whole time.
I gotta tell you,
Did you hear me kind of messing with you, like stop and start and stuff?
well, yeah, we thought you had a prostate issue.
Yeah,
That's
checked out.
I went strong and then
We-
held it.
We actually we made an alert out there. We asked anyone out there who knows there's a prostate doctor. Maybe you want to check it out.
Yeah.
You know.
Listen to 5 years.
Did you go into Joey's room? Did you wrestle through his underwear drawer?
No, because I asked you if Joey was not like I could hear you. I'm like, is Joey in there?
No.
I'm like, it was loud. Was the acoustics good? I should
He's-
go in there.
Joey's on hour 96
I
this
should go in
week.
there and sleep. I mean, sing.
Sing? No, you should just lay down his
Imagine if you didn't think he was home.
just
and,
lay down his bed.
And you waltzed in
What
there,
happened?
and there was a midget and a clown.
A midget and a clown.
A midget and a clown, and everyone's in thongs.
The major gets the dog. The major
yeah.
gets the dog.
Oh, you're,
Dog's kind of big, midget's kind of small.
What is that?
Major
With
rides.
the dog.
Yeah. Some song.
It's
I
just a
guess.
horrible song.
That you
Yeah.
guys made up?
No,
Oh, I wish.
no.
They play it on the 98.5. Major weighs the dog.
I had a. What's your little thing you do? The
Points to
That little
Honda.
thing.
yeah, poised the pond.
Yeah.
I had one, a great one. I got to try and remember it. That's why I keep looking at you because I figure if I look at you,
It's about what's
I'm just gonna turn away because you're looking at me.
it's about, hey, I don't know.
Oh, all right, you can get away
Do
from
you
that.
like when Eric looks at you
Oh.
sexually?
damn it!
What is, dude,
Can you just grab that?
don't say that on the radio.
Here's the camera.
Hey, do you mind grabbing
Grab
that big thing for you?
Did you hear Brendan Browner? Was that his name, Browner?
He used to be on the Patriots.
Yeah, he's in the fucking jail.
Is
Going to
he?
jail for 8 years.
Nice. What did he do? He killed
Whatever
someone, didn't he?
No, a couple. Yeah. Did he rob somebody or something? He did something a couple years ago.
It was
and
like he pleaded
now
like
he's
no
going to jail.
contest. It wasn't like child abuse or something, and something else. I
beat up his wife.
Beat up his
somewhere,
wife.
All
yeah.
right, that's a nice guy.
When you plead no contest, isn't that kind of a way
That's
of saying
pleading
like
guilty.
It's
it is?
another-
But it isn't like saying, well, if you say I did it, I did it. Isn't that kind of the way what it is? You know.
It's another Saints criminal right there.
But it's not guilty. It's guilty, but
It's
it's
a
not.
Seahawk. He played 1 year for both those teams. He's a Seahawk.
It's like whatever you
That's what
say.
it says, he's a
Seahawk.
Seahawk.
Some people call them the Seahawks. I call them the Seacocks. I like the Seacocks.
Saw a lot of those with Skull and Bones.
George W. keeps popping up.
Well, we're part of that secret organization, Skull and Bones. It's great.
You know what's better than George W? Bill Cosby. Do you guys have George W. and Bill Cosby had a conversation?
Oh no, that
Can
would
we-
take some work.
Can we toodaloo, 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 toodaloo? Ooh, that's a goal. All right.
I'm like 2-0. I'm
Ugh.
3-0.
Okay. I
Goalie?
goalie.
What's iGoalie? Is that like an app? What's iGoalie?
Do you know when you go to a hockey game and it's all that Chinese writing that says ING shipping? Well, it's like a 25-year-old millionaire who likes.
More, yeah.
He's blocking the view of the camera.
Oh, sorry. Forgot about that.
It's a 25-year-old
Oh, thank you,
Chinese
sir.
millionaire that loves hockey. So in
Unless you
an,
do it like Uncle.
in an interview, he goes, "I goalie."
I was gonna cut it.
Susie wants to save the Penguins.
Susan, all of us.
She's saving the Penguins.
The majority of it's incinerated.
Yeah. So what's iGoalie?
A 25-year-old Chinese millionaire is investing money into the NHL. That's why they play games over in China. So they're interviewing him, and he goes, "Do you like hockey?" He goes, "Yes, I like hockey. I goalie," which I don't know what that fucking means, but
He's a goalie.
It's broken English. Yeah.
no, I don't think he's a goalie.
You know,
It's definitely
funny
broken
story.
English.
2011, June-ish, May, late June-ish, whatever. Arty goes to the Eastern Conference Finals between the Boston Bruins and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Comes in, back to margaritas, and he's like, "Weirdest fucking thing." He's like, "Fucking Julian just pulls fucking
Why is he talking
just
about
pulls
the,
Thomas."
pulling the goalie all
I'm
the
like,
time?
what are you talking about? He goes, "Hey, just pulled him in the middle of the game, right before the end of the period. Just pulled him, took him out." And I'm like, I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck?
It
I
was a
didn't see
defensive-
that.
it was
I
a
tell you,
defensive
pull him up.
penalty.
And I come up and I go, "Are you talking about right before the second period ended?" He's like, "Yeah." I go, "It was a penalty on the other team, which means once they touch the puck, the play is dead. So
Which
they
I
pull
didn't
the goal to
realize.
get a sixth skater because there's no way they can score. So you get the sixth player, 6-on-5, you get to boom, you maybe score before whatever." He's like, "Oh, I never knew that." And I was just like, "You've been going to how many games have I gone with you to, and you don't know that?"
That goes in the same definition as
I was like, "Oh, cute."
the
My
1
first
point
game.
defensive safety.
No, it doesn't, because the 1 point defensive safety. There's probably diehards that don't know that. A simple, you watch any game, a simple thing you know when the other team has a fucking penalty and the goalie comes off.
What the hell is that dog doing, Below? What is he
Why
eating?
is Filbert's light not on?
Shut off.
But usually that shuts off with.
He's
I plugged into a different
licking
order.
the hell out of this.
Oh, that's good.
He's not eating it.
Major, where's the dog?
Dog's kind of big.
Major's kind of small. Major, where's the dog? It's a great song. We're weird. This guy wants to be the last man on earth fucking a warehouse full of fuck dolls. I know, right? That's why most people would be like, "I'd like to be the only person in the world so I can just travel and no
Be
one
careful
bothers
with
me."
that, though. What if you found like a prototype and it ripped your dick off? Like it was a prototype electric
Yeah.
one. It was like, it doesn't know when to stop.
It's like a pencil sharpener that gets jammed.
Like Howard Wallowitz when he gets the fucking hand thing. The hand thing stuck in his junk.
Just for all the groomsmen for the wedding, we all got in pocket pussies.
So if you were the last person on Earth, would you dig up Marilyn Monroe and fuck her body?
No, because it's nothing there. It's just air. It's just bones, and there's a pelvic area
You
that's.
know it's fucking her. You put a pocket pussy down there. And
She's probably nothing left. She's dead for 50
I forget how long it
years.
takes bone to disintegrate.
Yeah, but the bones are there.
Yeah, the pelvic. Could,
You don't think the CIA put acid on those and made them go away so no DNA could be found?
yeah. So how many
Who knows
presidents
her
she
body
fucked?
really is.
Yeah.
Out of the 40-something, she fucked 30 of them. That wouldn't be possible, but you know.
That's pretty
Major,
impressive.
Major, where's the dog?
Bridget with the dog.
All right. Well, we went 30 minutes overtime.
30 minutes
Like we've
over?
been doing,
Holy
feels
shit.
like we've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think
Extra.
This is extra bonus for Alex
It
Wallace.
wasn't 30 minutes. He must be like, Jesus fucking Christ, guys.
Extra
He should have been off an half hour.
He did tell us he watches the show naked, so
Yeah.
he just had a kid a couple
Do you think
months
30
ago.
minutes of that was us pitching about Christmas
Christmas
movies?
movies? Probably.
Which is great.
I'm glad I threw that grenade in there.
Great. You know what? You could
But you
edit
know what
this
the
up, Arty, and take that out. Put two. Just like a Christmas special.
Do you know what's funny about that hour
What's
and a
a
half that we
Christmas
just
movie?
did straight? That would be 3 hours equivalent to the real radio.
It's true.
With commercials,
Commercials and all that bullshit.
and-
Yeah.
Right, Sue?
Hey, I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts to get a latte.
Yeah, what
That's
kind of
bullshit.
latte did you get? I got the regular hazelnut. What did you get there?
Well, Artie, you
Wow,
see, I'm a
that's long
traditional
delay.
kind of
I'm
guy.
Still standing. I'm still standing.
I don't know what that is.
it's an Elton John song.
I'm not a Elton John guy.
It's about him
I'm
not.
an Elton John guy too.
It's
though,
about him
right?
not. It's about him not getting AIDS.
Ah.
Yeah.
Even though he
He's like,
probably
look at
found
you,
the
motherfuckers. I'm still standing.
He's probably had it twice. It was cured twice.
Talking-
Magic Johnson.
Oh,
to Freddie Mercury, and
Yeah.
he's I'm still standing.
Imagine.
Oh,
How is that not funny?
Oh, I'm still alive.
I might tweet that.
Then we know we got the guy from Pearl Jam here too tonight. It's been a very popular night. We got George W., Bill Clinton, and the guy from Pearl Jam.
Are we going to see Hootie?
Joe, we're going to see Hootie.
I want to
Joe
see.
Pesci.
I want to see Booty and Joe Pesci.
Little Joe Pesci.
David Flow.
Booty and the Blowfish.
Booty and the
sounds-
Blowfish.
I like
Dude,
that
I
show.
want to see Hootie the Blowfish.
I don't want to be with you.
Oh, God.
I want to hear it. I just want to hear. Hold my hand. I actually have.
Jiggy's gonna sing some Wagon Wheel.
Yeah, of course he will.
I want to love you the best that
I can.
the best that I
To
can.
suck in the 20-something-year-olds
God.
to your age.
Yeah,
Because you really don't know who Hootie is. You're 10 years old.
I
right?
do. That video was
I
number one
had
forever.
Crack Review. I had that CD.
Hold My Hand was number one forever.
Big, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
94, the year I got my summer of high school.
I had that.
First summer of high school.
And some tenderness. We're well above the water.
Pretty sure I have Hootie the
We're
Blowfish
right
on my
above the
iPhone.
mess.
Dude, time.
The Dolphins make me cry.
Where's time was a
Yeah,
great song.
I mean, he had a good hit. He had a bunch of hits. A
I
couple
went
he
in
had
the
like
back to
3?
get high.
I don't know. I
sat
know that
down
one,
on the
but I will
couch
say like
and
3
cried.
tops.
Yeah.
Oh, my
major.
Lord, please. But he would definitely sing Wagner. He
Jesus
will put a
Christ.
couple of his country songs to get the younger demographic in there.
Probably.
I don't know who
Oh,
Hootie Blowfish
Definitely.
For the better part of my growing up, I thought Hootie was the black guy.
Darius
guy.
Rucker.
Yeah, but that's not Hootie. Hootie and the Blowfish is named after a friend
Yeah,
from college.
I thought so, too.
There were 2 college buddies they knew. One was named Hootie, and the other one was called Blowfish. That's where they got the band name
His
from.
name is Darius Rucker.
His name was Darius Ruckers,
Darius Rucker.
and he's a black country singer. Here we go.
Can you hear it?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
you can hear it.
I don't know. You, Kelly, in the head.
Of course he can. If he has the headphones on and I'm right here, of course he can hear it.
Oh, don't the Dolphins make me cry.
Close
Oh,
it out,
there's
Louie.
nothing I would do.
He got arrested like 95, 96 high because he was like.
I don't
he
want
just
to be
went
with
He's high
you.
on Twinkies. Is he diabetic? Like,
God
sugar
high,
rage?
just wanted Twinkies.
Oh, I thought you said he got high on Twinkies. I'm like, what?
It'd be funny if he was a diabetic. Diabetes. I got diabetes from being in a Hootie and the Blowfish
I'm
music
Walter
video.
Brimley, and I have diabetes.
It's a very popular show tonight. I don't know, like fucking all these celebrities on here tonight.
What?
Walter Brimley was just here.
Diabetes.
He came in, came out.
It's not diabetes, it's diabetes.
Diabetes.
Oh, I'm Dillius
Like a
Ruckus.
walrus.
He does.
Doesn't feel walrus. Yeah.
I think, I think he is.
Yeah, he's still alive. The diabetes hasn't got him yet.
He doesn't do commercials anymore, but I think he's still alive. Oh my
He looks
gosh.
at the guy that called you Eric the Pimp.
Yeah. Do you like my
Maybe that was
new WordPress thing?
Yeah, maybe that was
Did you
him.
read my description?
Yeah.
You read it? It says, it says description. You know, it says about me. It says, did you ever go to make a status or a joke text and you get halfway through and you're like, that ain't funny, and you delete it? That's me. That's gonna be when everybody asks me, he's like, what kind of comedy you do? I'm like, you ever go to tell a joke?
You know what's funny? I just put brand new batteries in his microphone before the show started. And I think they're already dead.
Aliens draining
It's
it.
been on for a year.
Aliens, there's a ghost draining it.
Maybe.
Hopefully tonight is not another ghost that knocks over more cans and
Yeah, you would have died last week.
almost trips Susie.
It was glued to that wall behind him, and we woke up the next morning, and it was just laying there, like 9/11.
We woke up like he stayed here.
No, he wasn't there. Yeah. We woke up in each other's arms.
Oh yes, yes.
We were watching Hootie and the Blowfish music videos on
It
VH1.
was so romantic. It was.
I only want to be with you.
That video and Soundgarden Black Hole Sun from that year.
Yeah.
That was around the same time, and those 2 videos stick in my head like crazy.
I don't know who to pet right
All right. We'll leave it there. You want to plug anything, Millet?
You know, check out the Whirlwind Potato on YouTube and whirlwindreports.com and check out the Paggy.
I did watch that that video you posted.
The Karate Kid one?
No,
Posted?
the fucking name of that show that had one episode with the guy from...
Oh, the Puchinsky.
Puchinsky. Yeah,
Puchinsky.
Puchinsky. With the fucking dog in the back.
Yes. One episode. Horrible.
Had Raymond's dad in it.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel Boyle.
I like to hear your anger in those videos. It's very... You gotta listen to him. He gets very angry at certain people. Like fucking... not Colin Farrell. Who's the guy you got... The one first,
Talking to yourself.
Shia LaBeouf?
No, the guy in the fucking... who the fuck's his name? The Australian guy.
Oh, Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. You got very angry on Russell Crowe.
He's a dickhead.
He's a dickhead.
That's basically what he said. Check out thepacky.com. Like us and subscribe to us, please.
_Bowers.
Yes, we're all right. We all
And
do
at
this stuff.
Bostonian. He's a funny dude.
Oh, yes.
Bostonian.
At Bostonian.
Bostonian.
You want some
I think
funniness.
it's at Bostonian. I don't know. Let me ask him.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. My last single show before I'm married. So,
I'm going to be asking a lot of questions.
dude, imagine if Susan kills me that episode.
Oh, my God.
Hits me with a baseball. Look at her. Look how angry she looks. Are you mad? Oh.
At Bostonian 1. Yeah, she's mad. She's marrying you.
I don't blame her. Both of them. I'm not mad. All right. See you guys later. Toodaloo.